granulated sugar, protein powder, brown sugar,
cocaine,
vanilla, eggs,
X-lax.
2 teaspoons of coffee, instant.
Maybe that's why it's so
The
green.
frosting is cocoa, confectionery sugar, vanilla, milk, and butter.
Alright, milk and butter.
Yes.
Morgan literally can't eat anything.
Yeah. Could have told you that.
Guys, just imagine if you lived my life. Like, how sad.
I would just
kill
kill
myself.
myself.
I would just do it. Exactly. All of us. I would eat till I die.
Ourselves.
Welcome back to the Odyssey Campaign. We got a big full room here today. A roomy room full of roomy people.
It's very warm.
It's warm.
Gaping.
Oh my gosh. It's freezing.
I'm Joe, playing the Dungeon Master today. To my left,
I'm Sam. I'll be playing Havoc.
Morgan playing Morgrim.
Liam playing Victus. Duffy playing Vali.
Chris playing Zool.
Zach playing Griff.
Colby playing Dr. Hippocampus.
we do have a guest listener today, but we'll see whether or not he pipes up anytime soon. It might be a secret. Maybe he'll forget like 2 or 3 hours into this thing. We don't know. I don't even know. But we left off in the Dwarven city capital, buried deep underground, standing around a great golden dragon who has just doled out some loot. Our party has sought diplomacy with the king of the dwarves. I don't remember his name.
Grimsball.
Grimsballs. I didn't write that down.
Grimy balls.
I apologize. I'm so unprofessional.
Go to the Odyssey bookkeepers. You'll have it.
Oh, I should probably have given him. Should I give him my notes?
If you
Probably.
want. Don't ask me. I'm not in charge.
We might not be here much longer.
Well, I don't need your notes.
Okay.
He's gonna wing it.
He's gonna wing it.
Let me just Grimsbald King's balls. Okay. And we reunite with our party, who have just received a treasure trove of goodies from an ancient golden dragon. So here you guys are. You're standing in this great vault. There's bookcases and gold and treasures and magical items, oddities, curios, everything. Nope, just curios. Everything that you can imagine would have been collected up here over hundreds of thousands of years, perhaps. Yes.
Can I look through my dreamcatcher around this place that's probably very ancient?
Looking for spirits.
Looking for spirits. Looking
Someone
for
who was
ancient,
killed
really
by the
old
dragon.
spirits.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Do I see anything? Do you want me to roll, or can I just see?
You peer through. Notably, you can see that this place seems to be tended by spirits.
Oh.
The bookshelves are tended by spirits. And they're not dwarves, which is interesting.
I was going to say, what species are they?
Yeah, they're not dwarves. It's hard to tell what species a ghost is, because it's a ghost. You know, the biological species concept does not apply. A little bit of biology reference. Bam, Liam! Bam! I got you, bitch!
What? What?
I don't know.
There's too be scientists.
What kind of biology reference was that?
Biological species concept?
The biological species concept?
Yeah. Species need to be alive. Oh,
Fuck
God.
you and your science.
You know what? Don't worry about it. Is there a ghost
didn't
in
take
particular
evolutionary
that you were looking
biology.
for? I remember you mentioned ghosts at the last time. I don't remember what you were looking for. One thing you also see is an
Couple
air
weapons.
of black, sort of auraing around Griff.
Around Griff, black aura. That's a
You
problem.
can't see it.
Bora Bora.
Do a couple of these
Alright.
ghosts have dragon-shaped holes in them?
You don't know.
Dragon-shaped holes? Bite marks?
Oh,
Chunks missing?
Yeah, dragons when they attack people don't leave like a
I was just
dragon.
saying, this is not
They're just
They're
devour
not
the
like cookie
person.
cutters.
That technically wasn't
That
No.
counts.
in character.
Not
I don't know
really,
if that
because
was
it's
in-
I
not.
think that counts.
I don't know.
Alright, that's a laugh. We'll call that a laugh.
What?
I'm gonna keep it running.
Yeah, right. That's fine.
It's not.
That's fine. You can laugh that one.
Because this was really her character anyway.
All right, that's fine.
So, do these spirits look like they're wanting to cross over, or are they almost still continuing the service here with the Golden Dragon?
It looks like they're busy.
Okay.
Busy being ghosts.
Doing ghostly
So I want to
things.
interrupt them. Are any of them not working that perhaps I could try and commune with?
No.
Are you sliding
Is there
off
8 hour-
up to heaven?
Is their 8-hour shift almost done? Can I talk to one on their break? Like, what are you thinking?
Ghosts don't experience fatigue because they have undead traits. Yeah. There you go. I gave you a game reason for why these ghosts aren't bored.
Okay. Well, if any of them are
They don't have a constitution score, Morgan.
in the right mind to speak with me, I'd love to. But if you don't want to put the effort into,
Well, you can't just speak with ghosts.
I can.
You have to cast a spell to speak with
I can
ghosts,
speak with ghosts.
which is a ritual.
well,
You're a fucking
lucky
individual.
you.
Am I here?
What are the names of all the ghosts?
Do they have cool names like his?
Can I walk up and talk to each individual one and introduce myself?
You can't
That
see
counts.
that'll
That
last.
counts. That counts.
This is less on the ghost situation, but is Victus here or is Victus?
I think we're all
Victus is here.
Okay.
Victus is here.
Is everybody in the party there?
Yeah, everyone's here.
Okay.
Everyone who made the journey from the Iron Glacier to the Dwarven Underhall.
Zul's going to talk to Havoc. Hey, Havoc, now that there is a peace agreement between the dwarves and the hobgoblins, is there going to be a representative here? How's this going to work?
I have no idea. I was instructed to make peace, not to keep it.
Can I wander
Can
over
we get
to...
a message back to Doom?
Probably.
I was going to do that once everybody else took care of their business involving spirits or something. I don't know.
Hey,
Message.
Oh, I forgot to mention something to the king.
Oh my god.
Okay, Victus leaves the vault.
Victus is going to go up to petition about Shelley.
All right, you've got to wait for the elevator.
That's fine.
I
Who took the two swords?
have one,
I think Morgrim has one. She's
So
got
who
I
has
have the
the
slippery
swords one.
slidey one.
You got the slidey one.
and I have a grippy one.
It's grippy and flying.
Yeah, Havoc
Grippy-
has
yeah,
the
grippy and
protect
fly.
It's
one.
the force blade.
Sure.
It's not the force blade.
Yes. Why? Did you want to take it with
No,
you?
it's just
He built them
interested.
for himself.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. They're swords. My guy's a rogue.
I've also made a special sword.
Have you?
I did.
Oh boy.
It's not from my series, is it?
I don't know what your series is that you're ripping off. I came
There
up
we
with
go.
an original idea.
All right.
That's not that original, but
No.
Is it the sword that was
Not really a
reforged?
He's over there. Shit, I gotta change it now.
I wanted to talk to Vali real quick
okay.
and see if he could detect
Don't look at me.
magic on Griff.
I mean, I sense any aura of magic
Yes.
now all the time.
He has magic.
He would just sense magic and just be like, there's a lot of magic everywhere.
No, I was. It's not that I sense it; I just see it. So I would see.
So you can see all these auras. There's a buttload of auras.
This
I'm gonna
would
get
be-
stunned again.
This would be considered as overwhelming.
It probably would be.
He's gonna get stunned again.
But the problem is, it's permanent now, so it's something that I'm used to.
If you focus on it, if he focuses on a specific aura, but rather than just sort of looking around, he can like dim it.
It's basically this is like it's like you with your spell like Arcana. What the fuck time shit is that?
Yeah, you sort of see this void around Griff.
Oh, okay.
A void of magic.
So you see a void.
I'm not gonna ask him about it.
And then this void.
It's not my personal business.
I see what you're doing.
Fascinating.
I'll tell you what I see. Yeah,
Okay.
I can tell you what I see, but it's not my business to get involved because people are still mad at me, kind of here.
Well, yeah. Apparently we're now on talking terms, so that's an improvement.
Yeah, since everybody tried to kill me.
Did we yet? Or did you just leave after sucking at the soul of a creature?
It wasn't a creature.
It was a
part
man.
of me.
Oh, use your thingy on him. Does he have 2 souls now?
Oh, may I look at
Wait,
Vali?
does
You
he
don't know
have
that, do you?
2 6 fits? How many?
Yes, you like Voldemort? Is it all split up on the inside? What do I see?
I'm split up on the inside, man.
He's got like his head in his arm.
You don't see any additional
Souls. No.
Also, your thing doesn't let you see living souls.
true.
That, I was going to ask.
So you just see Vali.
I mean, the only thing you would see is different. Wait, can she see what I see for like auras? Like
No.
She saw for,
No.
what she saw for him, I thought.
I see those.
That was different.
I see spirits.
That's plot level.
That's plot
So,
level.
that's-
Got it.
Plot level splot.
That's,
Gotcha.
that's beyond spirits.
Here's a question. This is more of a continuity question.
You're not even here, though.
Yes, I know. This is a meta.
Okay, meta wise.
Does Vali know that he is the split up version of Saul? Like what?
That's what he was told by the
hag told
by
him.
the
Crazy
hag.
hag
Okay.
But it's whether or not I wanted to believe it. But after
Yeah, and
the
he'll never
sword
learn.
made me absorb Judar, I kind of believe it now.
Okay, so I'm just trying to confirm of like what did the dragon only tell?
Oh no! Right now, the dragon's
I
only
forgot-
giving me a book of jokes that I've
Yeah, I
been reading
forgot
about
when I was
about
so-
my god, apparently, or myself. I don't.
To get any continuity out of that, you're gonna have to figure out which are jokes at your expense and which are jokes with like a deep truth to them.
No, awesome. Do I have to roll a d20 for each of these?
No, I think it was just like tell Joe to come up with a joke, and Joe will.
I'm not going to make you come up
Google
with a joke.
jokes.
They're just going to be insults.
They're all going to
They
be
won't
insults.
even be jokes.
I know, Vali's dumb.
It'll just
Vali's
be like
stupid.
Solomon's a real poop eater.
Yeah, but
No, that might
That's an old one, huh?
No, that might be a pretty in-depth character trait that you need to know about.
Poop eating?
poop eating?
You gotta if you wanna
You gain your powers from the shits of man.
Moving on.
That's definitely.
So yeah,
easy to-
I tell Morgrim that I can see the auras around and the weird one around Griff.
What aura?
Are you
I can hear you.
I'm
I'm standing right next to you.
It's not like any
you're
of us
fucking
are-
creepy.
Yeah.
We're all in this room. It's very tight.
It's not that tight. It's
The
got a dragon
taking
in
up
it.
most of it.
The dragon is taking up a lot of the room, and that's why there are ghosts tending to the
Everything
room
else.
because they can just move.
They have physical effects on the world.
These ghosts too.
Fascinating.
You just
Do
keep
they-
it.
Are they a different color or anything than?
Then
This isn't Pac-Man.
Careful, we're still in dwarf lands.
The whites and the...
Oh, Liam, why did you ever take us down that
It was
road?
clothing. They were wearing white clothing.
Oh, the blacks versus the whites?
God damn it!
yeah, before
Some were dressed in
too
black.
long, the whites will be using black fountains.
What does that even mean? The metaphor doesn't make sense when it's clothing.
The whites
It's like the reds and the whites from Russia. You know, the
No.
White Army and the Red Army.
No.
Is this?
They were the Bolsheviks. It was Metro
The
2033.
Bolshevik Revolution?
Don't talk about Siberian natives that way.
What? It's the Red Army.
Christ. You get up to the king's domicile. You get up to the large cathedral at the top of the tree, and the doors are closed.
Oh.
Yeah.
We should open them.
That's great. No.
Little dude.
Yeah.
What's his name?
It was like Greg or something.
Wait, isn't he still under your control?
Yeah, he's
because the dragon only let him
Yeah,
out.
he's under the. So you don't. No one comes to the door.
The doorman is.
You can see the little slat though. It's closed. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I've got an idea. I'm going to try climbing up the wall up to that slat.
You could reach the slat.
Oh.
It's a dwarven eye-sized slat. You have to reach down for it.
So I'm gonna pull out my little fancy knife and like turn it into like just a little thing to open it up.
Yeah. You do it.
All right, I peek in through.
You peek in. You see this guy still rolling around on the ground.
Trying to
As
do a push
per
up.
Atlas's command.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to.
Oh, make your little man open the door. Can he do that?
Can you do that? Well, it's a big lever.
He can't act autonomously.
No.
Bummer.
I'm gonna grab a rock. I'm gonna throw it through the little slat at him.
Okay.
Because he's good at throwing things. That's a good start.
But it throws!
Yeah, we're keeping with that one.
Okay.
He like drops it.
So you like pick up this little rock and then you like throw it at the slat, but it just sort of bounces off. It doesn't. You don't go through the slat. You completely miss your target.
Yeah.
It hits the ground. It's really disappointing.
All right, I'm gonna try.
And then
this.
a moment later, like one of the throne guards comes out, and you see him walking down this long hallway.
I knock again.
He steps over Greg.
He's just writhing on the ground.
Yeah, they don't know what's wrong with him. They don't care. And this guy steps up to his little stool. What? Go away.
I come with the Hobgoblin emissary to ask something of the king.
The treaty is signed.
Yeah, but I have one other thing to ask him.
Go
Man
away.
to man.
You. Go away.
I'm going to use diplomacy.
Go away.
The feast is over.
We missed the feast. Yeah, we did.
It's true. I missed it by a couple of days.
I bring tidings from from our successes on defeating the Lindworm.
Limworm's dead.
Yes, we killed it.
Go away.
Further things for the
Exhaust all of his dialogue
negotiation.
options.
Oh, I thought that said cream pies.
Whoa.
Whoa.
This is crampons.
Cream pies.
Cream pies.
Oh my.
He's an edgy rogue.
Well, he is with Taza.
I have no way to get in here. I can't teleport or anything.
Almost like it's a block.
It's almost like it's plot level blocking.
Hey. Do you know the big prison?
Oh yes.
Yeah, Stone Rock Penitentiary.
Yep.
Rehabilitation center.
I've got a friend there.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to the king about freeing her. She's a war. She was arrested during the war, so she should get let out.
She dwarf.
Yes.
She hobgoblin.
I just said yes to the dwarf.
Go away.
What? You mean go away?
Go away.
King's sleeping.
It's the middle of the day.
Nope.
These lights literally go on a. Is he sleeping on the job?
Yep.
Long treaty.
I was there. It was like 20 minutes.
That's right.
Come on.
Come on.
Just shut the thing.
All right, Victor's just gonna leave and start making his way towards the Stone Rock Penitentiary.
Okay.
Way to announce yourself. So, hey,
I should probably
go
go tell people. He goes back down the elevator.
All right, you gotta wait for the elevator. Is anyone else gonna do something?
Is anyone else going to do something stupid?
Do we have a way to send messages, or
To talk to Doom?
Atlas knows how to send messages far distances.
all right? But Alice isn't exactly reliable when it comes to sending words exactly as they are said. Can anybody else cast message?
You need to cast sending to send it that far.
Yeah, something like that. Sending.
I don't message.
I
don't
can make
know
an
sending.
animal send a message, but that would
Sure.
take a long time.
Send the ferret. You travel great
The
distance.
ferret is gone.
The ferret
dead.
died?
The
No, the
ferret
ferret's
is a
a
horse
horse
now.
Oh.
It transmorgified.
Oh.
It's not as exciting anymore. Ferret was better.
Excuse me.
At this point,
Right.
I'm going to check up on my egg and see if it's...
The egg's been
The
dead
egg.
the whole time.
Kind of sulfury. You can make it not. Do you have knowledge nature?
No.
Okay.
I have survival. Well,
No.
actually,
That's not good enough.
nope.
Maybe the
Do you want me to look at the egg for you?
Yes, I want you to look at the egg. Because that means... Well...
Do you come talk to me there, Zool?
Hey, Morgrim.
Thanks.
I have my griffin egg that it should hatch sometime soon.
Looks awfully cold.
I've
Have
been
you
keeping it warm.
You've been keeping it on your person this whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Roll shirt.
You go off like a giant chunk.
No.
19.
Nature.
Nature.
Okay, you take this egg and hold it up to the light. There's an embryo in it. It's getting bigger. It's moving around.
Oh,
Uh,
it still lives.
the sulfur smell is just sort of a griffin thing.
Is there
like
any
farts.
insight I would get to help encouraging the growth? Or if he's doing anything that's dampening its growth?
Being a werewolf.
Go
is-
fast.
Well, no, like it needs
Yeah,
to
yeah. If you play classical music to it.
I think you
gotta
need
go
to
with
talk
that.
about hanging out in Joe's. Click it. Atlas's
Oh yeah, you're right.
void and play jazz.
I don't trust Atlas.
Actually, it might be a good place to put it.
in the
I'm not
void.
here.
In the void?
Morgan, do you know how much longer before it hatches?
How large is the embryo? Because I will know that.
Not necessarily.
Morgan will know that.
19's not enough.
Okay.
You don't know enough about the gestation of griffins.
That's fine.
I can rack my
It's
mind.
still an embryo. You've got a ways to go.
Griffins are birds and mammals. They're
So they're
mammals.
like platypus.
Bama?
They're kind of like
If a platypus is a combination reptile and mammal,
yeah.
reptanimal.
Yeah, the eagle part of the griffin lays an egg. The lion part of the griffin lays the egg. it's a real double whammy.
What about a 21?
You know it's not ready to hatch yet, but you know it's getting close. You don't know. You don't know
Almost
how far.
like either a DM or two away.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know just how far.
1d4 sessions.
One.
When Victus's child is
Put it back in
That's
the warm.
soon.
That's
I'm putting it back where I keep it nice and warm.
Yeah.
Embrace the egg.
Hammer
Where do you-
space.
Where do you keep it?
Boys, we're having omelets tonight.
actually, there is hammer space. It is
What is that?
his hammer space. You could probably store it in there.
Atlas's dimension is climate controlled.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't there like a possibility of just living things being annihilated in that dimension?
No, not in my demiplane.
No.
Yeah, the whole point is it's like this floating.
Atlas has been transplanting grass in his demiplane. He's been buying sod and laying it down.
Because the dwarves have sod.
He's remaking his house.
Yeah.
Atlas teleports every
You're
night.
in like the grassy area of the
You
dwarf.
can't keep track of him.
Hey, Atlas, my it's getting kind of more rigorous with the stuff we're doing. It's getting more dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Do I have a place where I can put my griffin egg that's nice and safe and warm, and it won't get polymorphed or destroyed
Yeah, put the egg with the chicken.
or mind controlled?
Every night, Atlas has been going in and polymorphing the griffin's egg into a slightly younger griffin's egg. Just to prolong it.
Atlas explains to you that his demiplane, while it's not nearly as cold as it is here, or as dangerous, there's no mechanism there to incubate the egg. So if you want to put it there, it won't be incubated. It'll just sort of be in a room temperature space.
I'd like to think later on when it's like perfect, the eggs hatch, he's gonna have his he's gonna have Heratrix, he's gonna have the griffin, he's gonna have the chicken all playing in the yard.
Just make it a little
There's a
hole.
chicken in the plane.
There's a chicken in the plane right now.
You can put the chicken on the egg.
The chicken would probably.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Because the chicken
That
still got the
chicken
mind.
would probably
Kill the
eat
griffin.
the
It would
egg.
kill
Well,
the egg.
yeah, kill the egg. Not
It
eat
is
it.
a
Kill
man.
the egg.
Well,
It's a man. He still has his
Who knows about the chicken?
us two.
Yeah.
It's just
If you've got the griffin and the chicken, and then what's the third one?
the dragon.
And then Heritrix, is that like the wolf, sheep, and goat, or whatever that?
Sheep does not eat the goat.
What?
That was a terrible analogy.
It's the wolf, chicken, and grain.
Wolf, chicken, and grain.
What are we playing? Fucking.
House, yeah.
I don't know. And Heritrix doesn't exist in the demi-plane.
You could put it in the demi-plane, but you'd rather probably, or she would rather go back to her own world anyways.
In that case, I'm going to put the egg back into the pocket I have to keep it warm.
There's a lot of discussion on
How
egg.
big
today.
is this egg?
It's a big
I'm
egg.
guessing it's
It's probably about that tall. Yeah, as tall as a
big
roll
egg.
of paper
Yeah.
towels. And
For our listeners,
Pretty thick and leathery, let's say.
it's about half the thick, so it's half as thick as tall.
Anyways,
I'm going to look around. Actually, so the dragon's here. Did we talk to the dragon?
Yes.
A little bit at the end of last session, but you weren't.
Yeah,
there.
if Zool has something to ask, say, inquire.
Yes.
Does the dragon need a job?
are you an elf?
I want to ask the dragon how much it knows. He, she.
it's all knowing.
It's all
On the way.
basically.
She.
About what's going on with the elves over in Theramel.
Oh yeah, we gotta go see them.
The elves in Theramel.
Yes, my people, my government.
You are only a pretender.
I know your tricks, you racist son of a bitch.
Let me look.
They're fucked.
Actually, meta here. Do you want me to write you something up that what I imagine what's going on, or are you just going to make it up yourself?
The elves are preparing. Skirmishes have broken out. The war is underway. It does not look like they are enforced. The orcs are much more numerous.
Yeah, you remember that?
No, I
They're
forgot.
fighting the orcs.
Where are the orcs from?
Are they
Remember when you
fighting?
came up with that right before my 3 sessions of killing orcs?
Where are the orcs from again now?
It's another continent.
Yeah, no, but are they on the same continent as the elves, is what I mean.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I couldn't remember.
Are they only fighting orcs? Are they fighting themselves?
What?
Civil War.
Like metaphorically?
No, like is there?
To defeat your enemies, you must defeat yourself.
I explained how I haven't heard much from the government, and I didn't know if there's 2 different opinions going on with the elves, and if there's more than just the elves as a unit fighting the orcs, or are they having political troubles at the same time?
War brings political troubles.
The dragon did say that we had to go there or something last time. When I asked about Zool.
Yes, I was listening. I took the notes.
Yeah, I forgot.
If there's a civil war,
Do you want me
does
to tell you?
Zool's magic just like
Yes.
fizzle out?
No.
Depends on how much the court is involved in the
What
civil
was the
war.
note on Zool?
If it's like a splinter faction,
Read
and
that
then
back.
the court, or if it's the
Check
court
the
that's
archives.
split.
Because don't forget the religion of the government was that you don't hurt elves. So if there is a splinter faction, they're trying to resolve this as peacefully as they can with the elves themselves as they're trying to kill the orcs. So it means that anybody like, for instance, me who's out. Actually, I'm getting to way much meta.
You learned that Zool used to be in a higher position and he was exiled. It is important to fix the elves' relationship before, while they've declared war on the orcs, in order for us to win the tide against the moving cities.
He got exiled by the magi I had put over there, probably. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so we
It's like
need
all
them as
magi
allies.
are bad and will end up dead by the end
Oh,
of this
no.
campaign.
Almost
Well,
100%.
actually, that's not
Let
true.
me
Yeah, so I know he used to have a better position, and then they were like, demotion. And the elves are fighting each other? Is that...
The elves are
They just
fighting the
said it.
orcs, and we need them as allies before the orcs take them over in order to win the war.
Why not? But it sounds like the orcs are better. Why don't we want the orcs to be on our
suck.
side?
You've seen them? Gross.
Yeah, none of us were there when Griff got all the information.
And then
about
Griff
our
ripped my
characters.
only
Missed
important
a
book.
lot in the last session.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're not put at a disadvantage. 'Cause
Technically,
everybody other than Griff doesn't know anything.
And even Griff has forgotten since last week.
So instead of being meta now,
because Griff doesn't know how to take notes very well.
Somebody was taking notes.
Sorry, I send it to you on my phone for my information.
Yeah, your shit is easy.
And I ripped up your book, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
There is still coming.
The dragon speaks up again. The elves are not alone. They have allies, gathered from afar. Cities that move. Colossal.
They have allies out of the cities?
that move.
That's correct, time traveler.
That's not
Again,
good.
Something
Ho,
that should have
ho,
been brought to
traveler.
my attention yesterday.
All the day before. How long you been in here, Griff?
So
I've literally been asking him about this for 4 days.
So you're saying the cities that move are allies with the elves in Theramount?
That's correct.
That's
Kill
not
the
good.
elves.
That's not good.
Are we allied with the dwarves now?
Yes.
No, the orcs now.
The orcs.
No.
We should be, if that's the
Fuck
case.
that noise.
We did kill a lot of them.
Orcs are gross.
Yeah, but now the elves are partners with the freaking... Your people are stupid.
Maybe they just saw an advantage. Maybe they're getting something out of it. Maybe it's another magical crown that I have to destroy.
I think there's corruption inside the Elven Court.
That seems bad.
That
since
sounds
your
like a
magic
government.
is drawn directly
Cast a
from-
spell and see if it's got the evil descriptor.
Can you cast evil spells?
No. Wait,
You can now!
Necromancy!
I got, let me see my spells list, because I'm chaotic good.
Yeah, I was gonna say because the elven
The Elven Court is
magi,
chaotic.
yeah, they're all chaotic good. I made that person chaotic good.
Yeah.
Like none of us, even our paladins, aren't true good.
Yeah, they're on the line. That one's gonna fall any second now.
He's been doing a good job of being good. I don't know about Dr. Hippocampus.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Hippocampus
Kill
is just
anybody.
one good fall coming any
can't.
moment.
I would say that's the
He
same
said
thing
I.
as...
So our official is 31 minutes and 13 seconds.
That's impressive.
Thank you for backing me up, by the way.
I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it against him.
31 minutes. Decent amount of time.
You're doing the Batman of like, I don't have to kill you, but I don't have to save you.
Batman's a good person. He wouldn't
I've
kill
only
anyone.
killed evil
Oh,
things.
yep. They're dead.
Batman's a fascist, and you know it.
Zul's going to talk to everybody and tell them that he strongly suspects that there's a lot of corruption going on in the government, in his government, because we wouldn't align ourselves with moving cities. But I haven't heard anything from the Elven government in such a long time that there has to be a faction going up, and that's what's hurting us the most with the orcs.
Alliances are often formed for the dragon. The dragon takes a big yawn, almost like he's been awake for the past millennium, baking strudels.
Or 4 days with a knowing ass person.
Yeah. Alliances are often formed such that they are strongest, not so that they are the most righteous.
What?
Yes.
Sounds about
Victus just walks through the door. What?
I
Try dealing
I
with that for 4
understand
days.
that making allies with the enemy of your enemy may be necessary in order to survive. This has to have a lot of debate in the government, because this is something that is either on one side or the other. There's no gray area when aligning yourself with moving cities.
Well, we haven't met all the moving cities.
I don't think we want
You
to.
don't want to meet all the moving cities.
Everything we've heard, they only bring destruction and death,
When we watch when
regardless of who they're trying to kill, whether they are good, bad. Only if they're on their side will anybody live.
It sounds like we wipe out the moving cities and then we move on to the orcs.
Yeah, because that's
master
something
race.
easy.
We also, I at least, have to worry about the political ramifications.
I have a solution.
Were you
I-
president?
Who has the other disguise hat? Give me the disguise hat, someone.
There's like 4 of them.
You have
Yeah,
one.
You've been wearing
I
it.
stick one on Zul's head. Change into something else so you don't look like the Elven Court representative. There you go.
Why?
He's worried about the ramifications of his actions.
No. He means like the global.
I'm worried about.
Did you listen at all to what he just said?
I was thinking he was saying.
He was half listening. He was thinking about being just in alchemy. It takes up most of his thought.
And Batman.
Just alchemy.
I'm sniffing some potions.
Did
My God.
Did Vali know what type of aura is around me? Magic school.
No.
I would.
Nope.
I'd have to make a skill.
It's a face down.
You can make that
I have
check.
to make a spellcraft check to.
You can make it. Go ahead.
30.
It does not belong to one of the 8 schools of magic.
Yeah, that is curious.
The ninth school.
The ninth
of magic.
school plot.
Ninth school plot.
It's a face down.
That is a cheap ass fantasy novel series.
The 9th school.
The ninth school of magic.
Almost like
I'd like
if I
it.
do what I've been talking about doing, something bad's gonna happen.
What color is this again? Black?
Black.
Black would be.
It's for you. It is a void of magic. There's nothing there. It's not a color around him.
What if I try to do magic?
Yeah, you see void. I see a black
If you
hole.
try to do magic, you can try.
I do light.
What spell is light? Is it conjuration?
Yeah.
It's probably conjuration.
Say conjuration.
Actually, it's evocation.
It's illusion.
It's an evocation.
I'm
Can
going.
you do it?
Yeah, you do it, and you can see that aura.
Have I made it down yet?
Yeah.
Fucking weird, dude.
Victus walks in through the door. Says, "Guys, before we do any crazy stuff."
Wait, how do you walk through the door? I thought we couldn't open the door.
It's open.
It's been open.
Yeah,
Is it? Alright.
I walked out.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I remember you having to teleport in
Because I
you
snuck in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dragon let everyone in.
Yeah, after 4 days. Of
Well,
my
4
time.
days for you.
Yeah, it was only like
2 hours.
2 or 3 hours for everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay. So I gotta be, like, clear about something important to me that I haven't been straightforward with the rest of you about, except for, I guess, Atlas, but that was
It's okay. We won't judge.
less willing.
We have our cone of truth back.
I was teaching you a greater lesson.
Were you?
Yeah.
What lesson was that?
Now you're here to confess to everyone that
was-
you are you're taking steps forward.
Towards what?
Well, towards helping you know who.
Okay.
Voldemort?
No. So I'm not gonna go too far into my past because I like to keep it,
Up your ass.
no.
It rhymes.
But there's a person who is important to my life who I'm not related to, named Shelley Gulf. I took her last name.
What did the dragon say anything about Shelley?
Well,
Just
Yeah.
that she was his trainer and
lover.
yeah, it was Victus's first wife.
Okay.
And she's a master thief.
Why'd you take her last name?
Why? What's your
Do you have
last
a
name?
problem with that?
Gulf?
What's your real last name if you had to take hers?
I'm not going to tell you what my real last name is.
I
That
think
is
you
a
said it.
separate life.
Another person tries to dominate you.
I'm not going to do it.
I used my relationship with her as a way to separate myself from that life. Also, Gulf is like pretty well known within the stealing community, so
Is it?
yeah.
I don't think any of us would know about that.
Nope.
No thieves can't?
Nope. Thieves can't what?
I can't.
Oh! Yeah, so she was sent by the Onyx Crag, Slatejaw, to steal the secret. What?
Nothing. Keep going.
This is going well. Do it.
Go on.
Do
to
it.
steal the secret code phrase to allow for teleportation within dwarven lands.
What, fish taco?
Don't say it out loud.
Fish taco echoes throughout the door. Taco.
What happens if one of the walking cities finds out what the teleportation phrase is?
I mean,
Dwarves
if
are
they...
fucked.
Yeah,
It's not even just that. I mean,
I don't think a city can hear me right now.
one of their spies.
Could be spies anywhere.
Are you a spy?
Yes, but like
Spell innocent backwards.
I'm a spy for you guys and like lower classes.
The thing about the walking
Are
cities
you a
is-
spy? Since we now know that they're allied with the Walking Cities.
Oh, that's
I am not a spy.
Wait, what?
We should execute the.
You're
other
allied with
representative.
the walking cities?
Apparently, the Great Elven Corps, part of them has allied themselves with the Walking Cities in order to survive the orc attack. Which there's definitely some kind of political corruptness going on because I haven't heard from them in a long time.
I'm getting sidetracked here. Okay, I gotta ask the thing because it's been months since I've been able to.
He's asking for help, Havoc.
Yes, I need help. I need
Somebody help!
I'm sorry.
She was captured. She's up in Stone Rock Penitentiary, and we need to free her. And I can't seem to get the king's ears.
If she's
Well,
your
yeah.
ex-wife, then why do you want to free her?
I mean, we didn't leave on like bad grounds. It was more of a.
Mutual
More like
understanding.
horizontal ground.
I left her.
They were on a break.
She
You know
wasn't
what
short
break
enough
means
for him.
for women, right? What? You know what break means for women, right? On a break with women?
What
Does
does it
Listen,
know
coming.
what that means?
Listen.
Yeah, what do you know about
Yeah,
that?
I was gonna say, what do you know about women?
I used to be well, actually no.
And the last woman you hooked up with, it turned you a little
Yeah,
bit.
what did you
Yeah, what kind of a break was that with that woman? Did you stab her?
Was she vaporized by Griff's lasers?
That's a heck of more of a break than that. No, we had our differences, and that doesn't mean that I want her imprisoned for the rest of her life. Also, she's a master thief, and we could use her help.
So why can't she get out on her own?
Because it's like a really intense prison.
They walled her in.
Oh.
Stone.
She's probably dead.
Oh.
That seems bad. We should probably save her. Wait, how is she alive? Is she alive?
The dragon yawns again. You can see it. You can see when it looks beyond its immediate environment. Its eyes are looking like through you. And she's alive. He responds. She responds.
For how long? Do you know?
For how long?
As in, is she wasting away, or is she being maintained?
Wasted away.
They maintain.
Okay.
The room is stoned in. Stone can be moved,
Easily.
but not by picklocks.
Magic. Love it. Yes.
Looks like you need magical assistance.
Looks like I need somebody who knows stone shape.
That's not me. See, God gives me my magic, while there's these two people, they read about their magic.
Yeah, I know.
Somehow. I'm always
Does the dragon know about magic around me?
I assume so.
I
He's
think
got true
his
sight.
description of time shit is like...
He's got true sight. You would see it.
This is a classic hostage negotiation situation. You
Yeah,
just
what?
need to give the dwarves someone that they want.
I don't
in
know.
exchange.
I don't know if the dwarves even know that they have her and that we want her.
Does the dragon know about the magic around me?
What were the circumstances of her capture, oh great dragon?
I thought we were already told this.
I think we did.
Yeah, we already talked about this.
It was a week
circumstances-
ago, refresh me.
The circumstances of her capture were she was
Trying to break in.
infiltrating to steal the teleportation.
Why was she
walker.
trying to get that anyway?
For the
So that way the rebels
job.
could teleport
Yeah.
Oh, that's
within the city.
rebel scum.
Like Griff keeps getting closer and closer to the dragon. The dragon, no. Does he know? I know about you.
Yeah, we spent the last 4 days together.
Yes.
Good times.
Each day, each minute you spend in here, that aura has grown.
Why didn't you tell me?
Some
Slowly.
things take time to tell.
No, no, no. You just say them.
Yes.
This
Yes.
was not in the original plot.
I don't think so.
It is
It's
now.
almost like Joe's making up a way to prevent me from teleporting. Okay.
You had answers to seek. You know where they can be found.
Yep.
My collection, he gestures towards his books, is incomplete. He points to where Atlas, this massive dragon claw, larger than any building. The Wizard of Wind and Blue.
Here we
He
go.
knows where to find.
We're going to his house. Sorry.
I will eat you, bird lady.
Oh, his house?
He knows where to find the missing pages. Of what? The book you're looking for.
Didn't I already read the book I'm looking for?
No.
I think that was.
You read one of the books.
It was a different one.
You had a list of books that you were looking for.
I had one.
No,
No,
you had
you had-
two.
I have a book that's ripped apart, and I have the one that I wanted to find in the...
Yeah, and you don't have the rest of the book that's ripped apart.
So they're not the same book?
No.
I thought they were the same book.
No.
Not today.
The book that you're looking for is Chronomancy and You for Dummies. Remember?
Right.
It's the book that tells you how to control magic with spellcraft.
Time.
Yeah. Control time with spellcraft. Yes.
Why do you want it, Dragon?
It'd be safe in my domain.
Okay. I get just reading the book out of it.
Well, you might get more than that.
Oh boy.
Why are there so many dick jokes in this book?
That one.
And they're all about being small.
Come on!
The Dragon and Griff know the jokes.
Turn to page 312.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
The whole time I thought the book was really skinny, but the pages don't stop moving.
That's a good one. So what about the hairline, right?
Brr. Oh, snap.
Why was Solomon a good farmer? Because he was receding.
That was bad.
That was bad, dude. That was a Sam joke. Come on.
Oh.
So you want the book?
Do you want the book?
Yeah.
Go to the book.
Is what I want important?
Yeah.
We care about you, Dragon.
Yeah.
Because I've given
You're the
you
mother of
things.
one of our friends.
I'm not liking you, actually.
Alice is like, what?
The dragon winks at Alice. A very slow wink.
Oh, yeah. Go for it. I gotta... Yeah, go for it. You have to say what you're gonna do.
What do you...
Back to campus puzzle the magic 8-ball.
Oh.
Is today a good day to teleport? 14.
Stop getting 14.
Yeah. Yes.
15 was
Oh.
Yeah, 15 was the cannot predict now. No, so yeah.
Before we go to Atlas's place,
Who's going to Atlas's place?
I'm going to Atlas's
I
place.
thought I was picking up on the vibes here.
No, we're going to go save Shelly.
Oh, okay. Good. Let's go save Shelly, and we can go to Atlas's place.
Right, we're doing your thing.
All right, let's do both.
Cool. Griff
You okay with that, Alex?
Griff disappears in front of you.
Well, you need someone to stone shake
Don't you have to prepare it first?
I already
prison.
prepared.
Griff's gone.
Yeah. Can you help? Also, I guess Vali can also stone shape.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you know where he went?
Did Griff leave?
Yeah, Griff just poofed out. Did you forget to yell the magic words before you poofed?
No, I said fish taco.
Oh.
I was gonna nail him with that if he didn't mention fish taco up until this point, but he did.
I said it like 3 times.
Yeah, I was gonna slam Griff into the ground if he didn't.
Bam! It's not fun. It fucking hurts.
Fish taco.
Fish taco!
What are you trying to like bring me back?
You know what? Atlas kind of taps his foot as he looks around for Griff, and you see him cast a spell. Locate person. Fucker. He's going to my house. Does anyone want to go to Portanova?
We're going to that next.
Listen, I'll come back here after I go get him, and then we'll then I'll help you free Shelly. But you got to get up there or something. I don't know. You're coming,
I have a
Doctor.
prayer. I'll come along.
Are we splitting the party?
About 40 minutes ago, I signed a treaty for the release for the cessation of all hostilities of the different dwarves between themselves. Right, that was one of the.
No more whites on blacks.
That was one of the parts of the treaty.
Yeah.
It says right there, end superfluous wars. Right.
Yeah.
The release of prisoners would be a part of that. It's been 40 minutes.
I find it really funny.
Give them a day or two.
Well, I don't even know if they're going to release her.
Well, she was captured as a part of
The
one
rebellion.
of said
That's true.
superfluous wars.
Maybe they just thought she was just some fucking prisoner.
Superfluous.
That's what I'm more trying to figure out.
Butchers it.
You might say.
I'm quite elegant in Goblin. Eloquent, sorry, not elegant.
See?
I'm never
Sorry,
elegant.
everybody.
Sorry.
That's true. So whenever Havoc comes to a word, he just reads it in Goblin.
Yeah.
How you'll say...
How you say?
I thought they all
That's
spoke
true.
like...
She probably will just get
Como
released.
se dice? I don't know.
Fish taco. Atlas disappears with Dr. Hippocampus.
With Dr. Hippocampus?
With Dr. Hippocampus.
Well, I don't want to feel left out.
There's only one person left who can make the distance.
I guess. The problem here is not will she get freed. The problem is I don't know if she's going to get freed or if they even know why she's there.
I don't even know how many people...
I guess I could ask a
one
dragon.
time.
Dragon.
El Drago.
Yes.
Almighty Dragon Exposition.
Is Shelley on the list of people to be freed?
The list people to be freed.
Yes.
There is no list.
Is she considered a combatant of the rebellion?
That is likely.
Okay. Alright. Well, I mean, I think the talk show.
Alright, well.
Visiting hours
Closing.
are within the next 45 minutes.
I gotta go.
Let's go speak with her then.
We gotta take the elevator.
Like tapping while it's coming down.
Oh, Vali's here. You can teleport if you want to be there.
Oh, yeah. Vali, could you teleport us, like, to the elevator that goes
Let's save
to
that
Stone
for
Rock?
following the other idiots.
I'm gonna tell.
So you guys are all just talking and like in like this, the teleportation tunnel. There's Griff just and then Alice, son of a bitch, I'm coming.
It's like time tunnel. Volley
Hold on. You can bring additional willing creature or its equivalent for 3 caster levels. So I can bring 5 other people with me.
That's everybody.
All right, whoever's going with me to Port Nova, grab a hold and say fish taco.
Wait 40 minutes.
I don't want to wait 40 minutes.
It's not in-game time.
40 minutes is not going to happen.
Does Volley go?
I'm going to go if no one grabs a hold of me in the next minute.
We've got shit to do.
So do I.
Zone of Truth?
What do you have to do?
The elevator touches down.
Yeah, what do you have to do?
Okay, bye, fish taco.
Volley disappears.
Fuck.
This is why I hate wizards.
We got shit to do.
You guys get on the elevator?
Yep.
Alright, you begin your ascent to the upper reaches of this hall.
We have a nice conversation. How do you feel about the peace treaty?
It's done.
That's good.
Are you going to send a
Small
dwarf
talk.
emissary to the Hobgoblin Nation?
I don't know if he has much of a choice.
To the
among
Fire
dwarves.
Nation?
Oh, I still need to send a message. That's right.
Yeah, we need to.
And everybody who could do that.
And everyone who can do that is gone.
I'll get like a falcon or a raven or something.
You
I
could
don't know.
probably pay some small child to
Walk through the north snow.
You'll make
You
it.
would just need to contact white beard, white guy.
White
Forget
people.
his name.
White guy?
The hobgoblin who we met on the north.
Wanderwaste?
Wanderways?
Wanderways.
Avalanche Wanderwaste?
Yeah, avalanche. I never.
How did you get white guy out of that? I feel like you're preoccupied with something.
Avalanche
Son of a
is
bitch.
avalanche has snow, and snow is white.
You know, Zool's pretty much done being racist, so you know what's racist when you're now.
Yeah, he picked up on it.
Fucking elves.
I don't even think that's like a thing. Are there drought? I didn't call him drought.
Meanwhile, Griff appears in the
In my room.
in your room in Taz's place. And about 6 seconds later, Dr. Hippocampus and Vali, nope, not Vali, Atlas, appear. Not in your room, I guess, but
Where are you going? It depends on where you
probably Atlas's spot in.
Okay.
In
What did you use? Roll the recall or dimensional slide?
no, that was just teleport.
Oh. So you had to make jumps then. Poof.
I had to make 2 jumps, because I can do 1,500 miles in a jump, which means it took me an extra 6 seconds after you left.
And then another 6 seconds
And then,
after.
yeah, another few moments after that, Vali appears, and you guys are all sort of like in the
We all like open our doors.
Scooby-Doo style. Like,
Hello. Are our rooms still furnished, or are they changed?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Aren't there like
this building is remarkably untouched. However, you guys have sort of like kept your belongings locked up in these rooms up here. But when you go downstairs into like the main,
The strip club moved in downstairs.
when you go downstairs into the main like tavern area, there's the
Decor.
The tables have been shifted out. The bar has been cleaned of its drinks.
Boards are up on the windows.
There's no boards, but
Isn't it a
it's been
barracks
turned
now?
into a bunkhouse
Yeah.
for soldiers. Yeah.
I knew about that.
So
It's
these
a good thing I
soldiers-
locked my door.
So the soldiers just see 4 random people come walking down the stairs.
Yeah.
3.
Well, nobody could. I don't know about you guys, but I've had my
you
room.
went with? You
Yeah.
took me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say my room's been locked up since I left.
Yeah.
Nobody's sleeping in my room.
4.
Unless I know knock.
Well,
True.
1 heavily armored, 1 medium armored,
I'm heavy armored.
heavy armored. 2 heavily armored guys come walking down the stairs with 2 wizards.
I have light on.
It looks par for the course.
Yeah, they're wizards. They're probably like, yeah.
Well, what do we
that's
got?
a part of
3
the adventure. we're
3
closing.
wizards and a
not a
paladin. Okay, one-time dude, a half a wizard, half a fighter,
If anything, I look like
a wizard, and a paladin. Got
If
it.
anything, I look like a cleric.
Walk into a bar.
Like a more heavily armored cleric.
So
Yeah, you guys aren't like
Jesus smite you, bitch!
it's not astonishing that you guys are here. This hasn't become a private guard barracks. It's just a spot that they're being stationed.
it's a new joke. 3 wizards and a paladin teleport into a bar.
You guys didn't help out everybody else before you came?
Vali,
Nobody else wanted to go.
Well,
Can you make a will save for me?
I've got
Why?
you've been
I'm just looking at the stats. Just do
Okay, as long as you can reach me.
Because
Then.
if nothing happened, then I'm not going to say that I was able to stop you leaving.
You were gonna stop me to leave.
I was going to try and stop you, but I had to look up the spell.
How long does it take to cast?
Standard action.
21.
Okay, so you would have been able to get away, so it doesn't change the story.
For what?
She was gonna try to stop me from teleporting. Apparently.
the only roll I would have needed to make was for the first jump, and it doesn't really matter if I arrive off course there
The second one, though.
because the second jump I can just.
Well, unless you
I'm really familiar with the.
I'm really
teleport
familiar
into
with
a
my
volcano.
Wait,
I'm really
Does that
familiar
mean-
with the ground
does
at
that
some
mean that we
locations now.
Did we just leave Morgan and Zool just sort of standing there inside of the...
I said anybody who wanted to come grab my
You guys
hand.
Yeah, I'm following.
Nobody did.
You 4 and us 4 have now split.
Yeah.
So all the
split the
magical
party.
people, one way.
They know magic.
Yeah. I'm too.
Yeah, they can buff each other and do 3 damage.
Kind of.
the shaman didn't know his disintegration.
12, yeah.
doesn't she?
Yeah. The shaman.
You guys are in Taz's place. You've come downstairs. There's no one in here right now, but there's like a bunch of bunk beds. The colors of the city are strewn up on the walls and all sorts of banners and like propaganda poster.
Who let them
Very
in?
patriotic.
You didn't want to help them out before you left?
This will only take a few minutes probably.
That's true. Griff walks behind the bar. Is there anything in there? Like drinks or anything?
Yeah, Atlas goes smooching behind the bar too. Like
Alice had like a hidden compartment the whole time in this bar.
Yeah, he's just like,
Just in case.
he fills up his
Just
glass.
in case.
Oh, thank God!
yeah, he hasn't had a strong drink in a while.
No, he hasn't.
He's been drinking like stunning goblin ooze.
All better now?
His
Alright.
hands stop shaking.
All right.
Yeah, Griffin, Alice like sit down with a drink. You ready to see your home? Tink. All right, let's do this.
Anyways,
Okay. So you guys, where are you gonna go, Griff?
We know where it is, I think.
he's seen it. You brought him there once, in your drunken state.
No, that wasn't me.
Yeah, Griff wasn't there.
But I know where it is because of some reason. I remembered learning where it was at one point or another.
You told some of us about.
Alice, can you say anything about the weird aura around me?
Atlas,
I don't think you have arcane sight, do you?
I don't think he has that spell, no.
Instead, he wanted to see invisibility by looking very hard.
Okay, you guys,
Step outside.
step outside.
Does it look the same?
No,
Maybe.
probably not.
No. No.
This is different.
Yeah, I don't remember who came here last time. I think it was Griff and Atlas.
Yeah.
But,
it was Atlas and Victus.
Well, Griff came back a couple times for the sword.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Griff has been
Griff
back
came
here a
back
lot, and Alice.
we've been back here a few times.
There's been some random jumps every now and then.
But Portanova has changed completely since you last saw it, Dr. Hippocampus.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
There are no more street stalls. There are no more like orphans running around.
Yeah, they're all dead.
The orphans have been rounded up and euthanized.
Damn, there's no more street meat.
Too many mouths to feed.
Wait, by street meat, you mean the stalls or the orphans?
Stalls.
Squadrons of soldiers move around. A contingent of wizard towers have been built up around the city as well. You think you find it speculative that it was interesting for you guys to be able to teleport in here.
Because we were able to just do it.
You were just able to do it. Yeah.
Before I walked out, Dr. Hippocampus also touches his disguise hat. So it just disguises... Like, it looks like him, but the armor is his original.
Not deathly evil
Not
fucking
death evil armor.
Dark Knight armor.
Okay.
I contain the evilness.
Squadrons of soldiers march along the streets in regimented fashion. There are also squadrons of flying wizards that move around. The area has become heavily patrolled, and the atmosphere has changed dramatically. Again, you see the colors of Portanova strung up: royal purples and reds.
That's okay, you didn't know that there was a rat.
just one of those rats that we have walking around.
He's in the elevator.
Yeah, he's like a dwarf rat.
It was just so creepy. It was like the soft underbelly just...
Right.
And the militant air of the city is unsettling.
Oh, fuck, the air is Milton.
You smell that? Soldier!
The wind blows. You give me 20. What?
I don't like the look of it, but the fresh air is nice after being in a giant underground cavern for a while.
Yes, the sea breeze is refreshing. It's not cold here. It's quite nice. In fact, it's coming up on summer here. Or it's like the end of spring.
Oh, I missed a spring festival.
Actually, no, wait a minute.
Ooh, the
What
end
time
of
is it?
spring. Maybe my birthday's coming.
No, it's we journeyed through. It was the fall equinox when Morgrim was resurrected. We spent some more time journeying.
The winter equinox. The winter
The winter solstice happened. So I would say that it's the start of spring.
Yeah.
Just about.
Very early. Like, this is...
Very early. It's like
like in March.
yeah.
It's March.
So the air is crisp.
Alright,
It's
we're
March.
gonna end this war, so we still have the spring festival.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
War Spring Festival.
War never changes.
What?
What?
Like if they're doing the Spring Festival during war preparations.
It could be doing both. Who knows how much rations they need? You're not here.
Get lost. Just sitting there on the fucking...
Are we just walking to
Yeah, you guys are walking along.
the river?
Yep. People don't spend much time in the streets. anymore. Like before in Lowtown, the streets were bustling and busy and packed shoulder to shoulder pretty much. But now, if you do come across someone, they're moving quickly, keeping their eyes down, making their way to their next destination.
Making our way downtown.
This does not bode well for the GDP.
What?
Gross domestic product.
Or
GDP.
The economy or
The
the
HTC.
Either one.
the Global Defense Force?
No, that's GDF.
Force with a PH. Yeah, you guys make your way across town.
Do we make it with no incident?
Yeah. And so you can go about this a couple different ways. You could go down to the shore where the docks are, or you could go up to the side of the cliff where Atlas's house is, and just like cliff dive into the water.
How far is that?
It's probably like 20 to 30 feet.
Oh, that's not bad.
Does anyone know water?
Unless you go up to Old Town. then the jump's a lot higher.
Do any of us know, like, water breathing? I know I have the eye patch.
You didn't bring Zool. The one guy who's like super prepared.
Yeah, I know how to do water breathing.
Oh, we should do that.
You could be able
But
to
I can
call
also
him
just walk on water. Oh wait, is it under the water?
It's underwater.
It's under the water. Then yeah, I can just. Let me see. If
He's
I
like
have
trying
it
to go
set.
under the water.
Damn, you're gonna find.
I can't do it. Jesus never had this problem.
No, I can imagine Jesus trying to bathe himself, and he's just sitting there on top of the water in the
God
tub.
damn it.
Just like, son of a bitch!
Do I have to turn this into wine again?
Could he walk on it?
Can
That's the
Jesus
real
walk
question.
on all liquids?
You know, considering I made Arcane Sight permanent, you'd think I wouldn't have had it set
There is
in my spell book.
there is that one comic of him running up the Nazis pissed who's pissing in the canal. He just runs up the stream and kicks him in the face.
So yeah, I'll cast water breathing on all of us.
Okay.
to
You
divide
don't
it
need to
up.
cast it on Atlas. Atlas doesn't breathe.
You have to
perfect.
divide it up. You
gonna-
can breathe underwater.
So all
Atlas
of us
doesn't
will
breathe.
have water breathing abilities for the next 3 hours almost. It'll be like
need to take my
it's going to be
armor
like
off.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
You're going swimming.
The patch helps that, doesn't it?
The patch gives you a bonus, but it doesn't eliminate the penalty from armor.
Yeah.
Doesn't it give you a swim speed?
Does the patch give you a swim speed?
I remember we got it for the purpose of swimming.
Gives you a touch of the sea, which I forget.
I didn't take a patch, so
I have one.
Oh,
I've
then
actually-
you don't need to worry about it.
no, I put
didn't take
ranks
a
into
patch.
swimming because after I watched,
And that means you need to probably take all your shit off.
Yeah, you got armor on too.
it's okay. I already have it minused on my thing. I still have a plus.
Keep in mind that your check penalty for swimming is doubled.
That's true.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh, no, I didn't double it. So make that a 10. I got a plus 10 to swim right now.
You guys cast water.
Breathe
Water breathing.
Yeah.
If you're wearing armor, Griff is wearing armor.
Take 'em.
It might be sensible to take it off. As you guys stand here, which way did you go? Are you standing at the cliff side, or did you go down to the dock and you're gonna like go from the docks into the
we would
water?
have talked about it, so as a group. I was thinking, like, get a cliff jump out of it. Why not?
Yeah, cliff jumps are fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Make it.
That way our shit, like, do we have a place to put our shit? Can we like, drop it in the pocket dimension? Oh, it doesn't get stolen? I mean, we have a lot of expensive stuff.
Yeah, we can take a jump to the pocket dimension.
I mean, we were in our house. We could have just left it in our room.
Yeah, we didn't think ahead. Then we would have to walk almost naked through this fucking town.
All right, so you guys jump to Atlas's demiplane, put your stuff down. You see like this half built project that he's working on.
Is it like a house or is it?
Yeah, it's like the foundation of a house built out of iron and stone that's been magically summoned.
Make your chest big.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of space here.
Okay, cool.
And then one by one, he shunts you out of his plane back to where you were. And when you return to this plane, you can all make a perception check. Atlas fail.
Where are we? We're back.
You're back at the cliff face.
31.
I don't even know what I'm adding
13.
to this.
Paladins
14.
can see.
Oh, I put a bunch of
30.
skill points into it.
30?
Yeah.
31.
Vali can see an aura of illusion.
Around this place.
Nope, just around a figure. Yep.
But what about
Where?
You don't see anything. Where? It's away. It's a ways away. So
I don't see
Like
as
in
well.
the
It's,
water?
right,
No,
it's
not in
because
the
it's
water.
my arcane sight. That's
yeah,
why
not
I
not
can
in the
see
water,
it.
but like off to the side, back back a while in the soaks. Maybe about 45 feet away.
I'll message you guys and let you know. Actually, can I speak underwater if I can breathe
not
underwater?
You're not underwater.
We haven't jumped yet.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys are still standing on the
I
side.
thought
of
we
the cliff.
jumped in, that's what I was saying.
No.
Okay, I just tell you guys.
Do we see this person, or is they invisible?
Vali's the only one who can do it.
Vali can see an aura of illusion magic there. That's what you see.
But with our eyes, there's nothing there.
That's right.
Okay. Huh.
So you've been informed that there's an aura of illusion magic in the form of a man.
I'll tell Atlas this. What does he say about this?
Oh yeah, Atlas can see. Oh no, he failed.
He failed.
What would it be, Atlas?
What would? Sorry.
Person
I was
would
going to say,
be-
there's an illusion of a man right there.
Looks right at him. Don't look at him.
Don't look. Atlas has such poor perception that
Yeah.
he can't actually see someone standing 45 feet away.
He's got cataracts.
Yeah, he's old.
Well, we did just teleport into the city, unhindered. I'm sure somebody saw that or felt it.
Someone's probably watching us,
And then
keeping an
we
eye on us.
Just beelined it here.
Ah,
Took
yes,
all our
a
clothes
3.
off.
That was Atlas's roll, a 3. So Atlas can't see this guy.
You can go talk to him.
How far away again is this from me?
45, 50 feet.
I'd yell out and just say, hello? I don't really know what to say.
Tell him we're lovers and we're about to go for a dip.
Yeah, you guys are naked. You guys are taking your clothes off in the demi-plane, and now you're back here. You appear in the streets on the side of this cliff in your skinnies, and someone opens up a window. Hello?
Go away!
Oh.
Nice ass.
Looking fine.
I like that I'm being spied on. That bugs me a little bit.
Go talk to him.
I did. I said hi and I waved.
No, go talk to him.
I don't want to
Or
get
her. Or them. Or it.
You're confident in your
Yeah, you got good
my
charisma.
nudity.
It's spellcraft.
You got good charisma, right?
Spellcraft is not a good place from the last time I left.
You've got good charisma. Can't you see invisibility?
Yeah.
Dr. Hippocampus touches.
Can you
the
see
ring.
invisibility?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got that permanent too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just made my eyes just.
He's got one on one eye and one on the other eye.
Then you can see that this is a guy.
Yeah.
He's standing there. He's too
not
far
naked,
away for
is
you
he?
to make out any distinct features, but he's got an elvish posture, and he's wearing a telltale robe from the Magic College.
So wait, telltale as in we know it's from the Magic College.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
you can
'Cause
sort
it's-
of see him because he's technically invisible. You got like
I guess, yeah. I'll
Yeah,
just
like
slowly
he- yeah.
approach and start trying to talk to him and be like, I can see you.
not pretty.
You shouldn't have said that.
he starts to walk forward, and after he takes a few steps, his guise is lifted, and you can see him. It is the headmaster, Strix.
Headmaster Dix.
He is venerable in his expression. He looks tired, just as tired as that dragon.
He's going to have the same voice and everything,
He's
too.
been baking all morning.
You gotta let off some steam as the High Wizard sometimes.
Yeah. What up, Strix?
What up?
Dix?
Haven't seen you in a while.
Haven't seen me.
You also kind of teleported us and disappeared off the face of the earth.
I've been watching you. You've grown quite a lot since your entrance into my city. Re-entrance for some of you.
Mia,
13 levels.
In about an hour.
It wasn't 13 levels because you guys got here at level 5.
10 levels.
We've done a couple things. Lot of things. Seen the town be destroyed, the tree be eaten.
What do you want? We have a tight schedule.
I won't interrupt your plans. Just making sure that nothing goes awry. And perhaps to tell you that what you find in Atlas's home won't be what you're expecting.
Did you put
It'll be an adventure.
the babies there?
What?
No.
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 Yes. No. Yeah. Maybe. No. So are we ready to take a dip?
I don't know. We gotta figure out what he wants.
He's just spying on us.
Yeah, why?
He's got nothing better to
What
do
will
all
we find
day.
there? Don't be so cryptic. You wizards are always so fucking cryptic. Your messaging and your messages. You can't just come out and say it.
You know as well as anyone else that reality is little more than an illusion. What is and what isn't.
Fucking A.
I like how you call him out on wizards not being able to say things clearly, and then he immediately goes into more bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, reality is real. We just haven't proven it yet.
What is and what isn't. I suppose you might just figure that out when you go down there.
Oh my god.
That doesn't help anybody.
Nope.
How about this? Is there anything we probably should know before we go down there? Like, what's going on around here?
Or why you keep following us?
Atlas can
too.
tell you all about that, I suppose. That house is...
Atlas is...
It's Atlas's house.
Yeah, his dad died there. Because Atlas used time magic.
That's right.
Right.
What?
That house is a suspension of time.
Dr. Hippocampus is like, wait, what?
Hold on. We didn't know about this.
That house is a suspension of time magic.
What?
It's suspended in time.
Or is it like time magic
it's-
has been suspended there?
Yes.
Or has time magic like...
Shut up.
it,
You're not even here.
It talked too much in class?
No.
So time
I
is
get it.
suspended in that time.
It's a time and a time warp.
Time in a time warp.
There's some time shit going on down there.
Is it time in a bottle?
So everything that happened down there is stuck in time.
Del Taco!
In a sense.
Not in a sense.
Why don't you just take a dip?
Why
No harm will come to you.
Why do you care? Why don't you jump in?
There's nothing down there for me.
Yes, there is.
Do you see his arms? He can't tell.
Hey.
He's like the wind dude.
What did the dragon? What did the dragon?
Might be waving.
Yeah.
What did the dragon say about Strix? I don't fully remember.
That he's not a good dude.
I know. That's what I'm thinking.
He's not a good dude.
He's not a good dude.
Yeah.
Not a good dude.
Right.
Yeah, but thanks for giving us the heads up on that.
What?
Yeah, he's not a good dude.
I already know.
Victus has been preaching that choir for quite a while.
Yeah, but you're...
It said that Dr. Hippocampus knows about the child experiments run by Headmaster Strix. Is the only note that we have on that.
Ooh.
So you should be more aware of what's going on here.
Or at least he knows
Why
some
do you
shit.
care what we do when we go down there for and what's down there? Especially if time. Who cares about time? Time is just time.
I don't care what you do down there. I'm just here to make sure nothing goes too awry.
Too alright, where?
Right.
Here in the city.
City's fine.
I have a
It's
question.
fine right now.
Right.
Griff, can you just pick the house out of the lake
No.
with reverse gravity?
No.
Okay.
It's stuck in time.
Time moves.
Aren't you paying attention?
It's a real mess down there.
Yeah.
When you look, you can see the same black aura or void aura.
That's like
That
around
it's like
it's the
it's like a whirlpool in the water of this
Awesome.
aura. Yeah, it's a mess.
So what did everybody bring with them?
What?
Yeah, what things did you leave behind?
Yeah.
Just your armor?
My armor.
Pretty much.
I switched out my new special armor and put back my
My
old
sword
armor
is
on.
probably... Is my sword in my hand?
No.
I have it with me.
You have it.
Does he see it?
He sees it. Do you? He sees it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do I see that he sees it?
Oh yes.
I see that you see my sword.
I see that.
Yeah, he's sort of been eyeballing it.
It's a good replica.
Do you know what that thing is?
A replica.
It's only
5 gold before we left Fort Nova. They do a good job.
Roll for lying.
Bluff check. Damn.
I really hope that you roll really well, and he's like, yeah,
What?
yeah, like I sense the magic, but whatever.
He's lying about the sword being a
If
replica.
you're lying, then that's bluff. You could have time in a bottle. I tell you what I want to do.
15? 14?
Yeah, I think he's gonna pass out. I think his sense motive is higher than that already.
Do you know why that sword was plunged into that spot? Do you know how long ago?
To keep the world from exploding or something?
keep reading
The
books
dragon
on it.
talked about it, but I zoned out for a day.
The keeper?
Yeah.
She's such a prick.
Yeah.
You're telling me you should have seen the book she gave
Yeah,
me.
you're just jealous because Atlas got it and you didn't.
Strix peers down Atlas, and Atlas sort of just whistles and taps his foot looking the other way. It's a giant. What are you talking about? I've been protecting that sword.
What?
And I would very much so appreciate it if you did not pull it out.
Why? Why are you protecting it? Do you know why it was there? Do I know why it was there?
It's been there for a very long time.
I don't think it was ever told why it was there, other than that it was keeping everything together, right? That was the
It
gist of
keeps
last-
everything
That was
together.
the gist of last weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the God Killer.
The God Killer, right?
Yep.
God Killer. Are you a god?
It's a what?
Beauty God.
Strix grins.
I imagine that in the exact same vein as, are you a wizard? Are you a god?
Yeah,
I
Strix-
just like the, what?
What? What?
What?
Please do not pull the sword.
Why should we trust you?
You shouldn't.
Paladin, can't you just detect evil on him anyways?
Ooh.
I have been staring intently for like 3 minutes. I think that's how long it takes.
I think he would know.
You detect no aura of evil.
Almost like he's hiding it.
Or he thinks
That could be a level 2 spell.
oh,
1 hour per level, multiplied by 50.
50?
Is he a level 50 wizard?
I got a lot of those.
He pulls his back out, fuck!
You know, I think you'll enjoy your dip. The water's a little chilly, though.
creepy.
Strix eyes down Dr. Hippocampus as well.
Stop reading me.
And he grins, almost as though he can tell that you're trying to detect what he is.
He's a god, don't do it.
I don't need to. I know what you are.
He's a god, I just told you.
Did you not hear what I said?
Perhaps one day, Doctor, you'll see the bigger picture.
What are you the god of? Bullshit.
Bullshit. Oh shit, you got him there.
Oh boy's speech.
At what cost, Strix?
A bunch of
What
babies
cost, man?
and kids.
It's not the cost,
It's the price.
it's the proverbial profit.
What? What's the profit?
Just about everything.
What's everything?
Everything but the lives of a few poor souls.
Are we talking about the orphans?
All right,
What's going on here? Stop talking in riddles, you fool.
Slap him across the face. Speak English, man.
Don't pull the sword.
I'm not gonna pull the sword.
Strix teleports.
Okay, bye. Dick.
Dimensional anchor.
Yeah, your sword does have dimensional anchor on it. So if you hit someone,
But
I know. I'm
You'd
just
have to
saying.
swing your sword at Strix.
well, I could teleport slash with it, but that would be an attack on Strix. We would get killed.
Probably, but I'm just saying.
Can you
We're
you
not
can
with
force a weapon to be
Yeah, we're not with you. Go ahead, fight Strix.
You can technically use a weapon as a bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah, you can
Just
make
to
an
get the-
attack non-lethal.
With the edge of the blade of the sword.
Yeah, like with the flat or up and down.
So that means that you could technically make an attack against somebody with that sword without it being a lethal attack.
Yes.
So,
All right.
are we about to jump in the water?
I don't know. Do you think we should?
Anyways,
That was pretty cryptic.
Vali wasn't going to actually leave anything behind in his room. He's going to cast Elemental Body 1 and turn himself into a water element.
Okay.
And then,
All right. Vali transforms into a water elemental.
and jumps in.
Yep. So you see this torrent of water, this spouting and streaming, and it just sort of does a swan dive into the water.
Does it die?
No, it's
But-
just in the water.
I'll touch the eye patch and use the Touch of the Sea enchantment,
Okay,
and then dive in.
sure.
Dab on in, boys. The water's fine.
You can make a swim check.
I get +8 to this.
Totally forget I have that.
You'll get more
Never
because
used
you're also using the swim speed eye touchy.
So that's 10 plus 8, 18.
Okay, yeah, you make a nice dive.
What's the Boots of Flying do?
The boots of flying
that
give you the fly spell for a number of minutes per day.
You have boots of flying.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I don't know that I'm wearing them though.
They don't work. You can't fly underwater.
I know. I'm just saying.
Just
Or-
in general.
It's weird.
Okay.
It's because you're swimming underwater. Yeah.
That's the difference.
I do have a swim speed.
Are they near where Vali outlined the void magic? Did they make it to that?
No.
We just jumped in.
Okay.
I'm like a dolphin.
Atlas does like 17 or so flips because he's flying.
Does he?
It looks a lot more impressive than it is. And he hits the water.
I jump into.
Okay. You guys enter this water. It's remarkably clear, despite being a like a bay loading dock kind of area. You would expect like a seaport to be kind of grubby.
Yeah.
A lot of garbage. But they
It's
keep it
all
clean.
magic.
Yeah, they keep it clean.
You feel stronger than ever.
They just have a whole bunch of wizards casting
No, but the
prestidig-
cold water is invigorating.
Nice.
There's just wizards that walk by and prestidigitate the water.
Yeah.
I feel like after spending so long in the north, the water feels warm.
It might, because you guys are close to like the equator.
Equawaida.
Yeah, it's kind of like the equivalent of Georgia, I guess.
Georgia.
And you guys begin swimming towards Atlas's sunken home, which you can see through this crystal clear water. Meanwhile,
Flashback.
the elevator has reached the top, the tippy top. So this thing opens up, and like a stone door, which hasn't been opened in a while, breaks the ice that's been forming on it. Splinters of snow and ice come sprinkling into the elevator shaft. It's not really a shaft; it's just sort of a area. And you guys stand on the cliff face outside of this on the outside of the mountain. You can see a treacherous hike ahead of you. The
Like
prison.
Little poles with a line.
Yeah,
There's no path next to
right.
it.
It's just a shitty path.
Well, I cast Endure Elements.
It's still cold.
How many times can you cast that?
Well, it's only been here for one day. But...
No, I'm talking about for like.
Oh
a week.
yeah, I can cast on everybody else. Yes.
You probably have communal Endure Elements.
Not that I know of.
Alright, I'll cast it on myself.
I
Do
can
you need it?
I have
cast
it
it.
naturally.
I was gonna say,
I can cast it 6 times.
Yeah.
I thought the limb were.
you can hit this
Yeah.
guy.
I have vulnerability to cold,
Oh,
but
okay.
my natural indoor elements is not gone.
Yeah, his vulnerability to cold is to cold energy,
Okay.
not to atmospheric cold.
Alright.
I cast Endure Elements on Victus.
While he's doing that, are there any animals about?
No.
I'm summoning an animal that's about.
Okay.
I wanted to know what would be native to the area.
There's nothing native up at the top of this mountain.
Not
Nothing
even
that
yaks?
flies or crawls.
No.
It's pretty damn cold here.
You'll have to wait for your animal message. Apparently.
Could just have the dwarves send one.
So be it. I hope the dwarves can make it to the goblin entrance without being attacked.
By Lindworm, they'll be fine.
But yeah. Pretty sure that the thing that they have to worry about is not a worry.
We
It's a dragon.
Yeah.
It's the white dragon that you guys didn't kill.
I
That's
pull
true.
out my crampons and I put them on. And then during that time, I look up because I'm like sitting down, putting them on. At Havoc, and I say, Havoc, have you heard the tales of Stone Rock?
I probably would have.
Oh yeah.
Infamous amongst the thieving community, but
You've actually heard of one story about a hobgoblin who was captured prisoner and managed to escape from this prison. You don't know if that's a true story.
What was his name?
What was his name? His name was
Johnny Breakout.
No, I think his name was Sunder.
Sunder. That's good and appropriate.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that.
They say that they feed him rats, and that the rats are fed other rats.
It's not the worst thing to be fed.
Dwarves who are fed other dwarves.
Man.
Yep. This is a pretty impending looking building up at the top of this mountain. Chunks of it have been cleaned off by the weather, and so you're looking at like a fragmented and broken castle.
I hope they have central heating.
They don't.
Okay.
You guys begin your ascent up this mountain.
Yeah, I put on
Do you
my
take
cold,
any other precautions?
I put on cold weather.
I will link together using my hemp rope. That way they're
And I will link that rope to the guideline.
Sure.
Yeah. So
So
I also put on cold weather gear. Presumably, I did that on the
Elevator ride.
elevator
I-
ride up.
I mean, would we have really taken it off in the cold, damp caves?
No.
Does anybody need like any kind of buff to climb up this?
I am
Actually,
buff.
I can give someone bull strength if they need it.
I think we're fine.
Who doesn't have an enhancement bonus to strength here?
But like, I'm already the climb dude.
The climb dude.
Well, no, I'm not the climb dude, but I'm a climb dude.
Who's just two strongest climbers? You two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because
we'll
I've got
take the
rings.
How about you guys lead that way there? If I fall, since Morgan can fly, you guys got me.
Okay.
We're all roped up.
Yep, but it also depends on the order you're.
What's our order that we're roped up?
But that's what I'm saying. You two
Let's
go
do
first. That way there.
Havoc, Zool,
Morgan.
Victus, Morgan.
That means if I
My-
fall, I might slam into you.
My
That's
horse has better climbing than me, so I'm.
We're likely to fall to the side because this is
You're
sort
on
of
the
a.
I'm
Okay, I
the
see.
horse.
This way instead of this way.
Yeah, you guys aren't climbing like an ice climb. You're doing
We're moving
Like a-
along
like a-
cliff.
Yeah.
like a snaking road up the side of this cliff.
Okay.
Your climb up this cliff is treacherous and scary for those of you who are unfamiliar with ice climbing. This blizzard that's been going on outside is really pelting you with hail and
Well, how far is it to the castle? Can I just weather?
yeah, it's well within 2 miles.
All right.
All right, the weather clears up. It's a nice day.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
What level
Yeah.
was that?
And you guys climb up.
Yeah.
You get to a spot that you may not have seen on this trail had there been weather.
Been weather.
The path has collapsed, and the guide rail or the guide tethers is like dangling free, and there's a bit of a crag here. that's blocking your path.
Okay.
How do we get prisoners up this?
Morgan, could you fly over and tie that knot?
Well, is there rock around? I'll just rock shape. I have that prepared.
You have stone shape?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Alright.
We were going
Pretty
to
sure
a
we're sitting on a
stone-shaped
guard
place.
bench with mountain
How many stone
stone,
shapes
so-
can you do?
Well, let's see what level that is.
Because if you only have one, then getting...
No, the only thing that I
We
have
don't
one of
have
is
to
like
break her
resurrection.
out.
He's just
Yeah.
so enthralled
I've got
with the breakout.
One resurrection. I've got plenty of
I'm
stone
all
shape.
about breaking things in and out, man.
Like hearts.
Yeah.
Breaking hearts and breaking jails.
Is there if I take stone from the surrounding area, would I be ruining the integrity of it, or can I like do it in a way that I'll even roll for it? Can I be like, I'm gonna take it from there so that we don't take what we're standing on? Like, be logical about it.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Do it? Can I just do it?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Gotta mark these off.
You bend erosion to your will.
Yeah.
Basically.
Cool. Is there any other issues with that? Do I have to? I don't know.
No.
Oh, cool.
You just stone shape a.
She just cuts a stair all the way up. Bam! No road. There's a road.
Yeah, and it's a miraculous feat.
Guys, please be impressed because no other magic users are really around except for Zool. You guys are like, oh yes.
I ghost sound a bunch of clapping.
Oh, thank you.
Zool looks around for cheese, but he doesn't have any.
I'm not useless.
Yeah, Zool, what happened to all your cheese?
You guys stopped doing things that really impressed me.
Whoa.
Fuck. I thought it was going to be you ran out, but
No,
alright.
my one thing was you couldn't do the.
I lean over and I just cut the rope from where it connects him to everyone else.
I'm behind him.
Well, it's kind of like you can't do the same thing over and over again. And then I
You
stopped
really
carrying
haven't hung
cheese
out
because
with
I
the
ate it
wizard.
all, so I also ran out too. But
Okay, well, you know what? You could have just said the second thing and not hurt our feelings.
but then that wouldn't be truthful.
Weren't you there when we jumped a train over a castle?
Yeah, you were kind of like comatose in the back when that happened.
So I wasn't there then.
Were you there for when I fucking stabbed a 20 level wizard in the face repeatedly with a knife?
No.
And then he got fucking vaporized by Griff. I loosened him.
Different times.
I
man.
loosened him.
Different times.
I don't. So the one stuff you guys really that was interesting, I wasn't there for.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Alright, let's continue up this mountain.
One discreet conversation about interesting feats. Later, you guys arrive at the portcullis of this castle.
Looks impressive.
Dong, dong, dong.
Yeah, I knock on the portcullis.
Another dwarf comes hobbling over. He looks indistinguishable from the last one that you spoke to.
Oh no.
What?
We've come here to,
Go away.
by the order of the king,
What?
we are here to speak to one of the prisoners of this place.
The king?
The king? Grimsbald.
You got a letter? The treaty?
Yep.
carrying
My
around
copy.
the treaty?
Your
Jesus.
copy. My copy of the treaty.
Peace treaty with the goblins.
Gobble.
Yep.
You know where did that reach me?
This is the word reaching you now.
Congratulations. You're at peace.
All right, come on in. You got a 1.
What was he rolling against? I was telling the truth.
I don't know. He was just rolling against how stern he was going to be. Not stern. The portcullis opens up. It sort of stops halfway. Ice has blocked it from much more progression. Gonna have to duck.
Okay. I action roll underneath.
Yeah, I'm not going to force it open. I'm just going to go under.
Okay.
I'll get off my horse. I'll get off my
Leave
high
the
horse.
horse.
There we go.
You were climbing a mountain with a horse?
Better climbing. It's got special horseshoes.
My horse has special horseshoes.
I climb underneath
She's
too.
Skyriming her way up this mountain.
Oh my god.
I'm way smaller now. I'm sure I get in no problem.
Sure.
Do you dismiss your horse? Or do you leave it out here in this blizzard? Or actually, the blizzard's gone.
Yeah.
And this sunny day. Yeah.
The
Strange
god's
weather
like,
this day, huh?
Yeah. We replaced the bulb in your weather.
If I dispel my horse and call him again in the prison, there's no
You can only call your horse once per day.
You
I
could
can
have
call
your,
him up to 3
you could have your
times
horse
now.
crawl.
Well, I was gonna say if I don't dispel him, if I needed him in the prison, is it the same action to dispel him there and resummon him there? I don't want to harm my horse.
I think you have to summon it out of the ether, so you need to de-summon it before you can summon
Yeah, it won't
Okay.
teleport.
Just have
So
your horse
I
crawl.
will. Can he fit through?
Horses can
I
crawl.
will just ask. How tall is he?
Yeah, he succeeds his squeeze.
Oh, great! He'll come along so long.
This is a squeezing horse.
He got a 19 on that acrobatic squeeze.
I like to imagine it's like a closed door, and then a horse walks up, falls onto its side, just like right through the crack on the bottom.
I say. Alright, come with me.
We follow.
Who you looking for?
Shelley. Shelley.
Do you think that she told her real name?
Oh.
Just saying.
The thief?
Thief.
The thief.
Secrets thief.
Yeah.
Gold thief.
Secrets thief.
There's so many things.
It's a woman.
This is-
Is the gold thief a woman?
No.
Is the secrets thief a woman?
One of them.
Okay, the woman.
Alright. Come along.
So tell me about yourself. What do you do on your free time?
My free time,
Yeah.
I go down to the city. And I hire prostitutes.
Are they elves?
No
Sorry.
elves.
I'm sorry.
You know, I was considering casting Zone of Truth there, sir, but I believe you.
You shouldn't.
I'm a married man.
That doesn't.
I'm getting married recently. My husband's planning the wedding.
That's a callback to last episode.
It's a callback.
Oh, right. Yeah. The male prostitutes, though. They're a thing.
No male prostitutes.
No, but we met the husband.
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Establishing there's also male prostitutes, probably.
Oh boy.
This dwarf is a woman.
You just didn't have to.
You guys start narrowing your way down through this this castle. There's not a lot of space. A lot of it's been caved into snow cave-ins and just poor maintenance of this castle. You guys managed to make your way back down, in a sense.
Can I make note of the way we go in case I have to find my way back without direct help?
Make a dungeoneering knowledge.
I guess I'll do
Let's
that.
see if I have that.
I'm the dungeoneering man.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait,
He's that kind of rogue.
There's no dungeoneer on here.
Yep.
It's knowledge
Knowledge
dungeoneering.
Oh. Okay, I've got a 1 in it. Here we go. Natural 20!
Holy crap.
Sorry, I have a 21.
25.
You guys are able to keep track.
Yeah, it's my 20 for the day.
You can figure out how to walk back out of this castle.
And you guys begin to make your way back down into the mountain.
Okay.
Is it getting warm?
This place, Havoc, reeks of hobgoblin and dwarven blood. A lot of death and dismay is penetrating your nostrils.
I passed you some wax.
Is that the chew on?
I will stuff the wax up my nose.
I packed it for sirens, but who knows?
This isn't the worst thing smelling. This isn't the worst I've smelled.
We're here. You guys are standing in a hallway. Sheer stone walls.
Sheer stone wall.
Sheer.
I remember hearing that they would. I heard that they imprisoned them inside of solid stone. Do you know how to free them?
Yeah.
Save me a spell slot.
Could you
I have released them
could
out.
you open up the door?
The treaty negotiated the release of all prisoners involving. Oh boy.
What? couple of like wax like torpedoes hit the ground.
The treaty negotiated was for the end of the war against the rebelling dwarven clans. Their
Oh,
re-entry.
you mean the blacks?
Yes, the onyx crag.
There are 2 other colors.
and the reds and the yellows.
And the reds and the yellows.
It was green and blue.
Green and...
No, gray. Green and gray.
It was green and gray.
Yeah, see, I was paying attention.
Yeah, the green, the grays, and the onyx crag.
And who are you?
I am Prince Havoc Fellhand of the Iron Glacier.
Negotiator? Treaty maker? Alright. If I get in trouble, I'm finding you. And I'm gonna bite your testicles off.
He's into that.
Good luck.
You don't have any?
I don't think a bite attack can deal more than 6 damage.
I was about to say, you can't bite what's not there.
Oh.
What is dead may never die.
I still have them.
Alright. This dwarf sort of takes a squat stance and puts his hands up to the wall, and the earth is ripped down into the ground, revealing this prison cell, which is many sizes too small for a prison cell.
Yeah.
Shelley is standing up in this room. There's not enough space there for her to lie down. And she's not emaciated or wasting away into like nothingness, but she definitely doesn't look well.
She'd have like sores and stuff on her arms because she can't like.
Yeah,
like she's rubbing up against the walls.
Yeah.
Alright, I step in front of the door and I say, well, we did say till death.
Oh.
Till death. No, it's okay. I'll do another one.
Everyone's got that.
Shelley almost can't bring herself to speak. She seems to be too exhausted, but you can hear her voice faint. Victus.
Yeah, Victus.
She's kind of old.
Look, man. It was like
I wasn't there for the bit where you.
it was like 100 years ago.
I put my hand on her shoulder.
Is she an elf too?
Yeah.
So she doesn't look old. She just looks like an elf.
Well, she was like 100. She's my age back then.
What? Okay. What does that mean for elves, though?
That means she's old.
I
She's like
put my hand.
late middle aged.
I put my hand on her shoulder and I heal her for 22.
Okay.
And also I cast calm emotions on her.
I don't know if that last one was necessary. Okay.
Well, she might be in distress.
She passes out.
Her smile just sort of disappears.
That's right, because it's the Killjoy spell.
Can you undo that one?
Do that one.
So just make some like
That's right. She was smiling.
no emotion.
Yeah, no emotion.
I was imagining her just kind of like, ugh. Like,
Well, yeah, if you calm it becomes
right.
Does she need
Yeah,
to
calm emotions doesn't make you feel better.
Does she need
Stops.
to be fed?
Because
I can produce meals.
you could feed her.
We should probably go inside.
I
You could
Maybe,
also,
maybe once we leave this smelly place.
you
she'll
could
be
also
able to
use
eat
lesser restoration to cure her
I give
fatigue.
her I ask her if she wants
We're
any,
not there to
any
help.
beer. I have the decanter of lager.
it. Jeez, she hasn't had
On
anything
an
to eat.
empty
She'll be
stomach?
drunk in a minute.
It's called efficiency.
Yeah, efficiency is how you got labeled a crazy psycho with the job thing with the strip club. Don't think about efficiency. Think about people like existing as people.
Like speaking
Havoc just
demonic
has this
to an
mini
old
meltdown.
man.
That's a meta angry. Sorry.
I reach my hand out to her and I say, "Come."
so easily.
I said, "Come on,
Follow.
we should go."
I know it's been a while since.
Jeez, you're away from Taza for what? 2
Also,
days?
yeah, also, you should know I've remarried.
This is not going well.
Did you say Shelley is an elf?
Yes.
Okay. She takes your hand. Her sores have been cured over with magic.
Give us a voice.
Again, her voice is very faint. and she follows you.
Okay. I pull off my cold weather gear and I put it on her. Just like a coat.
Just a goat.
I'll cast Endure Elements on her.
Okay.
You're welcome. Alright, that's another level 1 spell. Using all my spells in this very short trip to a prison.
Did you know Georgie the thief? He got fucking stabbed real hard.
Are you trying small talk there?
Yeah.
Georgie?
Georgie.
I always hated that guy.
Yeah, I was the one who stabbed him.
I thought his name would be Grictus or something like that.
No, not all thieves have pledged themselves to the word of...
Are you the cause of all that with him?
No, I left after her.
Yes, I'm quite disappointed that he managed to join them.
As disappointed as
Yep.
the rest of us.
You used to be such a free spirit.
When I had my long hair.
Oh my goodness.
I'm now picturing him on a motorcycle.
If there was a recording device, I would have whipped it out right now.
Let me whip this out.
All right, you guys make your way back up and out of this castle. You sort of shimmy back under this.
Oh, before we leave, I turn to Happy and say, you should probably tell him to release all the other war prisoners too.
I did.
Did you?
I did.
Do you know that?
You want all of them out?
Well, no, the ones who are war prisoners.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a murderer or a dude who rapes puppies, don't let him out. But
This was the one that we had emotional investment in. If the king keeps his word, I'm sure a proper list will be arriving shortly for everyone who's supposed to be released. Yeah. But it's everyone who was involved with the rebellion.
All right.
I pull out a gold coin and I flick it to him. For your troubles?
We don't tip in the north.
Oh,
That's a
that's a
That's
Portanova
one
thing.
of those rules.
freaking American.
Oh, we tip everybody. Portanova's the America of this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, remember, if I get in trouble,
And then everyone claps.
if I get in trouble, I'm gonna bite your testicles off.
My testicles.
Yeah.
They're magic now.
These are magic testicles. Good luck.
the two guys with invincible testicles.
You might impregnate yourself.
So disappointed.
Get out of my castle.
I gotta try having sex with the rock. I want to find out what happens.
Dwarves aren't rocks.
No, I'm not talking metaphorically.
You guys make your way outside on this nice sunny day.
That's actually a pretty good, slur against dwarves is calling them rocks. And I guess
But they also...
hobgoblins would be ingots.
But their
because they're
names
metal.
have rock in them? I guess that would be like calling
Yeah.
somebody a patty.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, you fucking Mick. Because
Alright, so cut that.
Mick is fine. I'm Irish.
I know, but sorry, we've got... I was going for fantasy slurs, and you brought it into the real world. Anyway,
Oh,
we
no.
head back down to the main dwarven fortress thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would like to hire a magician or courtier or something to send a message.
My pride is slightly hurt.
Yeah, well, you need a fucking mouse or something, and is a mouse going to survive a trip across the entire continent?
I was thinking
I
like
don't
a
know.
snow leopard, but...
Yeah,
what
let's
if-
send a snow leopard to the capital. That seems like a great idea.
There's a wild snow leopard. Shoot it down.
I have a question. Can the snow leopard take a rail system?
I don't know. The horse did.
Yeah. People won't just kill horses. People
No.
will kill a snow leopard.
We're going to do this by magic telegram.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't like magic, but there's a...
Okay, yeah, you guys ride down this elevator into sort of like the city proper, and you find a shop that's
You find a dwarven post office.
yeah, it's a post office.
It's a guy named Marconi.
Alright,
He's got a new invention.
how much
for
would
you
it
to
cost
try.
me to get a message sent? First class.
Not up in London.
150 gold.
Okay.
My God.
Second level spell.
Alright, I will send Peace treaty established with dwarves. Stop.
Wait, don't kill any
Did you take a
more dwarves.
photocopy of it?
I think message is verbal.
This is a verbal thing.
Yeah, I can't fax through message.
Can they not send images?
No.
Can we send a minor image file? Treaty established with dwarves. Actually, how about I'll just write it up and I'll hand it to you once I'm done. Grab some scrap.
Okay.
Just get to the point. Treaty is signed. Don't kill any more dwarves, please. Also,
Pretty sure he was
Hobgoblin emissary to the dwarven capital, and a dwarven emissary will be going to the Hobgoblin capital.
All right. Meanwhile, the Portanova crew, Dr. Hippocampus, Griff, Vali, and Atlas, have submerged and are now making their way towards Atlas's sunken home.
I did do Endure Elements communal, just sort of split it up. So I didn't do it on him because he's aware of them. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
8 hours each.
All right.
Not cold. It's a nice swim. We probably need a bath. This is probably good.
what'd you put on us?
I put it on you because you're a water element. I put Endure Elements.
I mean, once we get in the house, I doubt there's going to be any water anymore.
Endure your own elements.
You guys,
Mine only lasts for like literally 8 minutes or 15 minutes.
it doesn't take you much more than 10 minutes to get to this house. It's about
But we can like see it.
yeah. You
I'm
guys can
swimming
see it.
towards
It's
the dark
it's about
void.
100 yards off of the shore.
The whole time I'm looking at this dark void I'm swimming in.
You guys can see the house. It's about 100 yards away. There's a lot of rubble around it. The house is effectively like split in two, but the two halves haven't separated. So this house again looks a lot like one of these old town houses. It's kind of Victorian in its style, and it looks like quite the nice manor had it not been plummeted to the bottom of this ocean.
Dr. Hippocampus suddenly thinks maybe we should have asked Atlas more about his house. I sort of give a quizzical glance to Atlas, like, this doesn't look particularly promising.
What do you mean?
Atlas messages Dr. Hippocampus, I don't know what we're going to find in here.
Dr. Hippocampus gives him a oh shit look.
After just a few moments, or a few minutes swimming, you guys make it to the house.
Which one?
Atlas's house.
Which one? Which half?
Which half?
Um,
Left or right?
Or is it like the house is like this?
no, it's like split up the middle, and the two halves are like sliding against one another, kind of like an identical image to the Portanova
Split.
split.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Way to go, Atlas.
Atlas looks at you. You guys are sort of swimming now in front of the front door of Atlas's house.
Can we talk while we're swimming?
No.
With water
I can.
No.
And I give a look at Atlas like, should I try the door?
Atlas nods.
I
We're just going to the front door?
I give the door a tug.
It
Nice
opens
rub
up.
and tug.
It opens up.
Is it filled with water? Does water enter it?
They're underwater. That wouldn't make any sense. Oh, does water enter into the house?
Yeah, if there was an air bubble.
No.
Okay.
So the whole house is filled with water.
Is
Is it settled on the bottom?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's sort of
It's settled on the bottom. The windows are shattered. This house is fucked up.
Yeah, I can tell.
It is not a clean house. It is fucked up.
I give Griff the look like light.
Your ghostly pale blue magical light sort of fills into the house, fills in the nooks and crannies. You guys can see in old furniture is rotting away. Oh, it's outside again. That's from that garage.
Oh.
Old furniture is rotting away. Mirrors are cracked and shattered.
Are there any pictures of young Atlas?
Yes.
I saw more than
my
one.
goodness.
Atlas, if he could blush underwater in this cold, would, but he's cold, so he's already flushed.
Well, you have Endure Elements on.
Oh, that's very
Chilly out.
How
Yeah.
how
Oh.
close is that picture to the disguise hat have I been using?
It's pretty close. You got a good guess.
Oh yes.
Yeah. You were pretty insightful.
I pocket it.
See, you like slice this picture out and you take it. Okay. Atlas sees that. He doesn't really care. And
Is it
as the party enters into the house, the space changes. So like you swim up to this painting and you cut it out with your knife, and sort of as you do, you can see the painting still there, and
Impression or the actual painting?
the painting is there.
But is it also?
It's also in your hands.
I love this shit again.
Yep. and as you take that, you're now standing in Atlas's house.
Not swimming.
100 years ago,
Everybody?
everyone's here. The house is pristine. All the furniture is restored. You're standing before this family painting. Young Atlas, his mother, who's a
Slut. I mean,
whoa! What the fuck? Yeah, his mother, who's a human. His father, who's also a self. You can tell by the telltale. Jesus.
well, come on, dude.
Who you can tell he's a self by his telltale markings that you can also see on young Atlas. Young Atlas isn't like a kid; he's like 70. Or actually, no, this is an older painting than that. Yeah, so this young Atlas is probably like 20.
It's got braces.
In fact, he must be young because his mother's in this painting.
Yeah.
And you guys are now standing in a room with air. Yeah.
Did you do this?
Nope.
Where'd the water?
I no longer water elemental. Turn that off.
Okay.
We'll fish out of water otherwise.
Nope, this is just the time bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, what were you trying to do, Atlas?
Well,
With the time bullshit? You tried to do it in your house? That wasn't very smart.
what was I gonna do? Do it in my dorm room?
Do it in like the woods, I don't know. Yeah, that would have
I'll admit, I'm not. I've learned things.
more.
It wasn't a wise decision.
More wise than more intelligent than wise. Right?
Yeah.
Par for the course. What were you trying to do anyway?
Well, I got my hands on that book,
Right.
and
What were you trying to accomplish? What was the spell you were going to cast?
well, I was gonna go back in time. You see, 100 years ago, my mother had been dead.
Oh.
And that was my goal, you know.
Why did she die? How did she die?
She perished the mortal human life.
Oh. People die, Atlas.
I've learned that lesson now.
Yeah, by fucking up reality.
By killing more people than I needed to. I've learned that lesson now, Atlas says with an adamant tone.
Right. So this stasis is from when you cast the spell, probably.
That's right.
Right.
So how far
Was
back
your dad
is
alive
this?
then?
He's alive.
He is alive?
He's not alive now, but he's alive now.
Yeah, now.
Right.
Because we can't go back to then, we can only go back to now.
We're back here now, which was then.
Right. And soon will be then.
Well, soon it's gonna be then as in now,
Now.
but not right now.
And we can't go back to then.
Not until we get out of here.
When?
Later.
Okay.
Follow that.
So how far back are we at the moment?
I wager that this is a little more than 100 years ago.
I wasn't around back then.
No, me neither.
30 years prior to me.
Yeah, same.
You might have been.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Would I know what he was 100 years ago with the book I read?
Yeah, you would have known my name back then.
Because I knew everything about him now, basically.
You knew all my past lives, which I
Yeah,
don't
one of his
remember.
last lives, he was a curator in a museum.
That's what he would have been doing 100 years ago?
Yeah, but not in Porto Novo.
But just, that's what his life would... I would have known that.
Yeah,
because
you
it
would have
was
known about that life.
Curator, really?
What kind of museum?
An archaeological museum, so like fossils and stuff.
Poop museum.
Solomon's power is poop.
Yep.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Well, we're here for the book, right?
Turns out, this whole time Solomon's been the god of painful shits because when everyone's on the toilet, they're like, "Oh God," and that generated the belief in it.
Well, where are we gonna find the book?
Probably in my bedroom.
Anything else we need while we're here?
I don't know if you'll be able to take anything else.
No. Probably can.
Maybe.
Take the
painting.
painting.
You do have the painting.
I try picking up something and putting it in my pocket.
You're able to pick it up.
Seems alright to me.
So it's not just you then. I put it back.
Well, my father's got a trunk.
Oh,
Does it have a gin in
Does it have another genie in it?
It might.
Oh boy.
How about you touch it?
I'll open it.
Dr. Hippocampus rubs the shielding ring.
Does he just get who has it? So
Well, wait, he's in a different time, so...
yeah, I don't know if that
That still works.
No, you guys aren't.
Can you imagine that Zool just what?
Well,
Oh,
I
they're
would
doing
think
something.
that would turn
This
mine
is
on, too.
this is a power that's been traveling through time for the last 100 years just for this moment.
Well, how old is Zool?
150.
So when he was 50 years old, out of nowhere, he got a shield.
And that's
It actually like saved his life.
Actually, yeah.
and that's the reason I went to the religion in the first place. I was
Yeah,
like, oh my
religious
god, the great Alvin
experience.
Court!
He actually believed it was his god that was like protecting him in one moment. It's like the first time he thought something happened.
Is there a kitchen?
Yeah, there's a kitchen.
I wonder if there's bodies in it.
Sneak into the kitchen real quick. Well,
Okay.
Sneak, but I'm gonna walk in the kitchen.
So you go, Griff sort of walks off, Atlas points him towards the kitchen. And Griff walks off towards this kitchen door, kind of Victorian era swinging door. And he swings his way in, and as you do, you stop seeing this time visage
I'm back in water.
of space. You're not back in water. You are experiencing something completely different. And to us, we're just seeing Griff walk around in the kitchen. But Griff, you see some real mind-blowing shit. Yeah. You're being born right now.
Aww.
Oh yeah. It's like that intro scene in Fallout 3 where everyone around you is talking, and you, even though you haven't been born, you can still experience it.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, Liam Neeson's here.
Jesus Christ.
And as you're born, you can hear this sort of as people are talking. You can't make out what they're saying, but one thing you can hear is this sort of repeated phrase in chrono or special, and like these words get picked out, and you hear them.
Special.
The
Not
rift.
not like cute or like
No.
hefty.
No. Not healthy. Not.
Special.
It's a boy.
It's an Eldritch abomination.
Yeah, and you sort of get blinded by this flash of light, and a moment later, you can see yourself as a child, a memory that's long been buried of your mother, the baker, because that's what Liam came up with, and
Yeah.
He's just like a humble. He doesn't have to be born to like.
it's okay.
The point is that
I know.
he's a child of entropy rather than like magic.
I know it.
Also, the
Well,
way-
she's getting fucking stabbed in the face.
Jesus
Yeah, she's being murdered,
Christ.
and
I didn't have that one.
she's being killed, and then like another flash. You're going through cutscenes, and
What's a loading screen?
you're and
You see her get stabbed in the face. It goes to a loading screen and you can manipulate the knife.
and your level progress 15,
Knives are very sharp. Try and avoid them.
and then like the next scene, you're in Portanova. You were kind of in Portanova before too, and because you were there and not there, but now you're in Portanova for sure for this one.
Okay.
And your mother's body is being like lopped off into the chasm abyss of the Champagne River. Standing over you is Headmaster Strix. You're just a small child, probably not more than 2 years old. And you sort of flash away.
Am I first-personing these, or am I, like, third-personing
Yes.
both?
Yes.
Okay.
You're experiencing sort of every viewpoint of this reality.
Okay.
You sort of flash into another scene. You're being tested on. You're up on this plinth. There's a warping rift off in the distance. You can feel the rift sort of gnawing at you, but it can't touch you. You see Dr. Hippocampus standing over you. He's got like surgical gloves on. You can see sort of this troubled and mortified look in his eye. Other elves and human wizards are standing around. They seem to almost be relishing in these experiments. Headmaster Strix is observing. For the love of God.
For the love of God.
Headmaster Strix is observing as well. He's been in like the last few scenes for you. And you can hear again these words: Chrono, weirdo, freak, the rift. And then you can hear this mumbling: just throw him into the river. And you sort of get another flash. You're now at the orphanarium that you grew up in, this cathedral orphanarium. Memories that you're familiar with now. Almost as though everything prior to that was new. You hadn't experienced any of that before. And the next flash, you're opening up a kitchen drawer. And you're back in Alice's home.
Whoa. Tripping balls.
Trip.
The knives are on the left.
Tripping balls. Right.
Forks are in the middle.
I'm looking for, like, rum.
Oh, there's a nice selection of, Atlas comes over. There's a nice selection of booze in the cellar. Let's go down there.
Is it going to be like 100 and 200-year-old rum?
Well, once we bring it back to then.
Exactly.
But not right now.
No, now it's worthless.
Well, it's nice now.
Now it's nice.
It's very nice.
Then we'll be really nice.
It'll
Immaculate,
be nice.
then.
Yes. Yeah.
Finally aged.
Let's take some of that back.
Okay.
Can we do that without issue?
Griff and Atlas go down into the cellar.
I'll follow.
Okay. Dr. Hippocampus follows down into the cellar. As Dr. Hippocampus crosses the threshold of the cellar doorway down the stairs, you see you sort of flash away.
Oh, jeez.
You're standing over this sort of corpse wagon of children. Most of them have been completely eviscerated. You can recall this memory. It's mortifying. Strix is in this memory as well.
Oh yeah, shamans can just use this spell.
The wagon's being carted out of this secret laboratory that's been
We just talked
built
about
underneath the mage school.
which spell do you want?
Sending.
Oh, send it.
And you flash once again and back. Now you're standing over a special boy. Time, chrono, freak. These words sort of pull out of the void. And you can see him. You can see Griff in his adult form, naked, under the rift. The rift claws and pries at him, but it's not able to touch him.
How old are you?
22.
He's 30.
I'm 70.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
he's
you were
old.
30. I come really
I'm half elf.
Yeah, he's older.
Imagine if someone came along who wasn't part of this story. They're just having flashbacks to like school and stuff.
No. Algebra.
Algebra.
And you can hear them. Throw him into the river, and you sort of flash once again, and it's you watching them throw Griff into the river, and as he goes in, you can feel your conscience sort of like the final straw, right? Like there was nothing wrong with him. We weren't going to kill him. He wouldn't have possibly known, but they dumped him, and he tumbles down.
Oh my god.
I probably, I'm trying to run towards the river in this flashback.
Oh yeah, but you can't.
So do we just see him running down the stairs?
Yeah, he's running in place on the stairs. But you see young Griff tumble into the rift in this chasm of the river. And then you sort of flash back. You're down in the basement cellar.
I fall down the stairs.
Oh, you all right?
I'm laying on my back.
Did you have one of those flashbacky thingies?
You guys are having flashbacky things?
Yeah, time is weird.
Oh man,
How about you?
I feel fine.
Go into another room. When we go in your bedroom, it'll happen. Don't worry.
When you guys went down the basement, I started wandering around the house.
Okay. Is there a particular place you're trying to find?
Just looking around his house.
All right. There's there's sort of the foyer.
Well, to me, my sight, I'm just seeing black voids everywhere, aren't I? Or because that's what I saw going into this place, but what does it look like now that I'm in it?
Inside, there are these voids on doorways. There are voids in the paintings. It's scattered. It's not
It's not on everything.
Right.
All right. So certain things I can see it on.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can avoid.
So do we get some booze and then go up to your bedroom?
Sounds
You're sure?
sketchy.
Vali sort of steps into the study, and as he steps into the study, you experience this sort of white void flash. You're standing over this sort of infinitesimal space that is both very small and very wide, large. You can see this lineage before you.
It's gonna hurt.
And you sort of start flying towards this lineup of people, and you slam into each one of them, sort of embodying
The Avatar.
468
Yeah.
or something.
like,
How many
like
was
that,
it?
Like that Avatar.
Like you're playing rugby in the Avatar site.
And you get these instantaneous glimpses of
Every
life's past. Here we'll see a Triceratops, and you smash through the museum docent, and you smash through this next guy who's a lawnmower, and you smash through this next guy.
There was a 468 or something. Someone wrote it down.
Yeah, you're here for a year, just
a long
experiencing these
life,
flashes, and
What's the last one then?
the last one you get to, you're stopped, sort of cold.
I couldn't get to the last one.
No, he stops you. It's a very regal looking man.
Avatar Roku.
So then the Fire Nation attacked.
And he makes eye contact with you, as if to say, the completion
It's not complete.
is incomplete.
Error.
You've got 3 more to go. He doesn't say anything, but you can feel it. And looking into this face, you can tell that you're looking into the eyes of King Solomon, even though you're looking into a void.
Yeah.
And then you sort of come to, you're standing in this study. There are some books around. Griff and Atlas and Dr. Hippocampus.
I'm gonna sit down because I just experienced a whole year.
Just about. Griff and Dr. Hippocampus and Atlas sort of come up. They got a bunch of booze, and they're like, "Hey, Vali,
Give me one of those. Give me one of those now. Just gives me alcohol. Holy
Well,
shit!
just pop a cork and take a swig.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm used to stuff like this.
God, that hurt.
You guys climb up the stairs
This is
towards.
what it's like to be you all the time?
Absolutely horrible.
You guys climb up the stairs, and Atlas points to his room. He's got posters on his wall.
Like bands.
Yeah.
Hot chicks.
But they've got full dresses with the neck frill thing, and the band is a guy with a lute.
Mithril Zeppelin.
There's a girl who's got a little bit of ankle showing. Damn. I'm taking this one. Atlas folds up a couple of posters.
You see the gams on that wench?
As you guys step into this room, though, you all experience this vision. You can see Atlas on his floor. He's got like probably 2 or 3 dozen books out. One book in particular, larger than the others, very familiar in size to you. It's the same book that you've got the front and back page to. He's poring over it. He's got chalk lined up around his entire room, scrawling along the walls and on the ceiling. He didn't have enough space. Everything about his spellcasting effort seems to have a flaw in it. You know, his candles are half burnt. His incense isn't fully lit. He's burning one candle from both ends. You know, it's
Didn't have enough candles.
yeah, it's a fucking mess in here.
Boy, you really sucked back then.
Yeah, I really did. Pretty cool now.
You used to work at the school?
Well, I didn't go to class. I thought that was kind of obvious. And as he pores over the spell, you can see sort of ribbons of time lingering out of the book and tethering around Atlas. And what's more is you can see these ribbons grip Atlas. They tighten onto him like a constriction. They constrict. That's the word. And as they do, you can see the same telltale crack of time, the same sort of fissure that Portanova is divided by, the same sort of fissure that the house sunk into the water is divided by, splits Atlas in half, and half of him goes flying off ripped out by these tethers off into like ether, and the other half of him collapses as this entire scene starts to rumble and shake in the most violent expression that you've ever seen. Books are going flying in every single direction. His doorway blows up. Half the wall corrodes. You can see his father get like thrown past him down the hallway. It is so violent and visceral and almost comedic in a sense. As the house goes tumbling down into the ocean, it crashes into the water. Water starts rushing in. Atlas is completely unconscious. You can see his father swimming towards him in an effort to save him until this scene sort of gets cut off. And you guys now are in Atlas's room underwater. It's dark. Your pale blue light fills the room. You can see all the mess left behind here, almost as though it's been completely untouched in the past 100 years, besides the collateral destruction.
So we still have the stuff?
Sorry?
We still have like the beer?
Yeah.
Alright, is the book there?
It's there.
I give Griff a little sideways look like, you really want to take that?
Yes, I do.
He didn't have all the candles. It'll work with all the candles.
You saw what just happened. He clearly didn't know what he was doing. Alice, you could probably do this like 1,000 times better now, right?
We're under club.
You can't breathe.
Yeah, you can. All of you can. I gave you the bubbles. The breathe underwater for hours.
Yeah, but you didn't, because you...
No, I still cast it on everybody.
Okay.
The only person I didn't cast it on was Atlas.
Okay.
We have it for at least 3 hours.
I swiped the book.
Um,
Anything else in here we need?
Atlas sort of points across the hall to another closed doorway.
Ooh, there's gonna be a skeleton there.
Daddy!
I open the door.
You guys move into this bedroom. It's a much more elegant room than
There's a
Atlas's.
water genie in there.
You can see no signs of life. There's no aquatic life in this house either. But at the far end of the room is a really beaten up trunk. whatever spells and enchantments were on it have long since been
So I don't see any enchantments or anything on it.
not on the chest. No,
What do I see around the chest?
nothing.
Okay.
But the chest is closed.
Something in it.
Alice, you want to open that chest?
You gotta like look at Alice. And
Yeah,
I'll
message you.
can message
I
it.
can message you.
All right. Atlas swims over to the chest and opens it up. The same sort of fizzle and crack of the genie chest that you guys had seen before goes like. But this spell has been completely eviscerated.
Yeah, and so we open it. We're just like we all shrink back, and it's like, pff, and then we're just like.
and you guys can see some stuff in here. There's a sword in here.
Of course.
There's a book in here that's sort of got like a nearly completely tattered bow tie on it. And there's also a handy haversack that looks even older than Atlas's, and it's got buttons and stuff on
Handy
it.
haversack is what? Is that a?
It's like a bag of holding.
We'll grab it and look at it when we get to land. How about that? So we just put everything
Is
out.
there
Put
any
everything in the handy haversack.
Yeah. Indication.
Don't
What else?
poke the hole in it.
What else is in the room?
This is a bedroom. There's like wardrobes, the bed.
What is it, pictures
Everything
of
is
parents?
destroyed. It's been completely wasted away by 100 years of being submerged in water, and also infinitely long time being sundered in time space. You don't reckon there's anything of value in here?
No dead daddy.
No dead daddy.
No.
How does Atlas look?
Atlas doesn't really
Show him.
look well. Like he's sort of going through this trunk. A trunk that it looks like he's been told not to go through.
Ever.
Right.
Oh, I get it.
Yep. He wasn't allowed in, but the magic was nullified.
Know about the bow tie? I think I get it.
Does he pick
Oh.
up the book?
Yeah, Atlas has that. But the sword and the haversack and
Greatest Hits Volume 2.
Chronomancy and You Part 2. Oh, the second half. He didn't have the whole spell. And Atlas looks sad.
I swim up and I put a hand on his shoulder. And I give him a look like, it's been a long time.
Yeah, if you could cry underwater, Atlas might be.
If Atlas could cry at all.
Where's the remains of his dad?
He doesn't know.
Wow, Griff, way to.
Where's the other half of Atlas?
Well, that was a. I mean, yeah.
That's a good question.
Can I
So
have
by
a-
half, I don't mean Atlas was physically ripped in half.
No, yeah,
I
it
mean
was
like spiritually ripped in half.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, where's the other half of Atlas's spirit?
I want to
More of the
know
time.
what happened to the dad.
What?
Can't talk, right? 'Cause-
I can talk. Well, if I message you, you can message me back.
Okay, yeah. What happened to your dad? Is his body down here?
It looked like he was saving me. Maybe he got out. I know he didn't survive it, though. When I came to, he was gone. It was just Strixon Dusseldorf.
Oh,
Is that
God.
his name?
Duffeldorf?
Edner.
Etner Duode.
Duo. Yeah.
Yeah, Duodorf.
Alright, we should probably go back up.
All right.
If we can leave.
You guys are able to exit.
Okay.
You return to the surface.
Strix still there?
No.
Alright.
And you guys sort of make your way back to the shore where the docks are. And you climb out of the cold water. Atlas has this book in his hand.
My shit's not loading. What
I'm
does?
assuming we just identify everything that was in the chest. Because we can.
If you'd like to.
Yeah.
Oh.
The handy haversack, you know what that is. This one looks like This one's older than Atlas's.
Yeah.
It's got old school pins on it. Presumably, it's from his father's time at school.
Well, Griff already has that anyways.
Yeah. This other sword is made out of mithril. It's immaculate.
Of course.
It is a butterfly sword in a way. When you look at this, so you can hold it in one hand, but it also has this capacity to be split apart. And you recognize it as one of these.
7.
One of these 7 swords. Was it 7?
I thought it was 7.
Is it 7 or 5?
I think I gave you an undefined number.
Okay, it's one of the undefined number of swords.
You can say 7. 7 is like a good...
Who was it? It was
How many
created by
people
me.
are there in the group?
Was it created by me?
No.
Who was it created by?
Yo.
You?
Yeah.
No. I meant in general.
No, in the
The
story.
sword?
In the stories. Yeah, who actually made these swords?
I think these swords were just... they weren't created by you, but they were associated with Solomon.
Okay. I'm gonna play with the sword a little bit. I want to see if I can do something to it.
Do something?
Yeah, with it.
What are you trying to do with it?
So, well, I basically identify it. So what exactly does it do? It splits into what?
So the sword is ordinarily a +4 mithril sword,
Yes.
but when you split it, it turns into 2 daggers. Each is +2,
Of course.
and when you throw a dagger, you're allowed to teleport to it and make an attack with your other dagger.
So yeah, not a sword for me. I was thinking it was going to split into several swords, and then I was going to put dancing on it, and then it would have like 4 dancing swords.
This sword sort of follows the
Sword.
this sword follows the same sort of mantra, where it's scribed.
All right, let's hear it.
I
Talk
am
slowly.
in before Duffy's like, man, this is the sword that I'm going to keep and never let Victus have.
Oh.
I haven't decided to give it to him, but yeah, I'll probably give it.
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
To him. Yeah, you're stupid. Now you're definitely not getting this.
Would my knife be able to eat this?
Dude.
See, this is why we don't give him things. He just wants to eat it. It's
Well, no, it
perfect
would-
just the way it is.
It would gain all the benefits plus more of the original dagger.
Probably.
And the ability to morph.
But would he have to eat both the daggers separately?
Yeah, I think so.
Joe, before we left, I wanted to do something.
I fixed it.
Did Alice's dad have any
Is that your wife?
No, it's her phone.
anything? What was he wearing?
In the vision,
Yeah.
Yeah. What was he wearing?
he was sharply dressed,
Uh-huh.
kind of similar to how Atlas dresses. He did sort of have like alumni robes on, which are very similar to the ones that Strix wears.
Okay. Nothing else?
Nothing in particular, no.
Well, I want to try to, while we were down there, I wanted to try to, like, locate object, something on him. Because I can clearly see what he was wearing. See if I can see if his body's down there.
Okay.
I mean, if the spirit is split.
Man,
it's
so
metaphorical.
morbid.
Huh?
Wait, yeah, you're able to cast that spell.
Sure.
Or
What is he trying to do?
kind of. There's a verbal component to that spell. Now, you know what? You can do it.
If his head is in a bubble.
What are you trying to do?
Locate object.
What are you trying to look at?
His dad's stuff. His dad, like, clothes, so I can see his body.
You don't find it.
Son of a bitch. Find it. Okay. His dad's alive.
Can you locate object through time?
Yes.
Do I forget anything to identify?
His dad's alive. Alright, so I guess we go up.
There was a handsack, there's a sword, there was a book, and there was something else, I thought.
Nope, sword, handy haversack book, and Griff has this magic time spell.
I have the book.
Well, oh yeah, you're right.
My book.
Yeah.
And we have a bunch of rum.
And you got a bunch of rum.
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh, I
we
guess
can
I
sell.
put that down. Rum.
So you guys like
200 years
swim to the
old.
surface with like arm of rum.
The Strix there.
Strix is not here.
it's not.
Good. Son of a bitch.
Yep, you guys clamber onto the shore. You identify these magical items.
Is that your dad's book, Joe? Oh God, Atlas. Fuck. I've done so well in the past. I finally fucked up.
Atlas holds this book. The book itself is pristine, but this sort of ribbon around it with the bow tie, or it's not a bow tie. It's like a party.
It was a gift.
It was like a gift. Yeah. Atlas just sort of opens the book. The ribbon offers no resistance. On the inside cover, if you guys have like huddled around Atlas, it says, "Congrats, grad."
Ooh.
Cuts deep.
Yeah.
That's harsh.
May your studies continue. And
Not daddy.
Atlas is holding a tome of mental prowess.
That's the other thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. I mean,
That's what it is.
yeah. I don't think your dad's dead.
You don't think so?
No.
They never showed me his body.
Yeah, he ain't dead. He is not dead.
Unless you personally disintegrate the corpse, it's not dead.
Right.
Also, you're not really completely whole. It seems.
Yeah, that was weird.
I look at Griff and I didn't know who you were at first.
Yeah, you tried to dill me, you freak.
No.
Wait, what?
Before my time as a paladin, I was brought on to help some children. I didn't really know what the hell I was doing.
I know what you did.
I was the medical examiner.
Help the children!
So do I have all my memories back of all my past lives?
No, just fragments of each one.
Just fragments of each one.
Just
Glimpses
a
into the
glimpse
past.
of each one. Yeah.
Yeah. That still took a year. That's fucking sucks.
Yeah, your dad's alive.
I don't know how we're gonna find him.
I don't really care. I'm just telling you he's alive.
So what are you gonna do with that book, Griff?
I'm gonna keep it and read it.
As I'm looking at him, is both him and the book covered in that black aura?
Oh yeah.
Fuck. What about the sword? What aura is that giving off?
Conjuration.
Because it's fake. It's a replica. I wasn't lying.
No, Griff, that book kind of seems pretty dangerous.
No. Atlas just didn't know what he was doing.
I point towards the giant split of
Like
Old
I
Town
said,
and
he
New
didn't
Town.
know what he was doing. He just didn't know.
I don't know if anyone can know.
I just don't want to read it.
I don't think you should cast that spell though.
I don't want to go back in time.
Well, you might be tempted.
No. Why?
I
Go
don't
back
know.
and get diddled by this guy again?
Well,
Fuck that noise.
you don't have to go back to get diddled, but you could go back to
I'm going back to get diddled.
I have standards and morals.
Do you? Didn't
Yes.
seem like it.
Why do you think I became a paladin after that?
Yeah, because you would have
Shitty
fell
paladin.
for sure.
Let's just say I left that tome down there for a reason.
For sure. Because you killed your family in most of Port Nova.
That's right.
Right.
Like some dock worker looks over, like, what the fuck?
Are you guys still like naked?
Yeah.
I'm the only one who left my equipment on.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we have endure helmets, it's fine.
I'm just going to read it and then maybe cast some stuff out of it later.
All right.
Right. Not in the middle of a city.
Sure.
Right. Because I'm...
We'll do it in the remote
Smarter
mountains
than
of the iron.
Well, don't cast spells.
Just
Just read it.
Right. Read it
Read it.
and then cast
No.
it.
What do you think the others are up to?
I don't know. Let's go back.
Flashback.
Okay.
Let's get dressed.
Rest and then we'll go back.
Yeah, that's something I don't need to see.
We're wearing, like, pants.
Yeah, we have clothes on.
It's just not armor.
So the Portanova crew appears at the vault.
No.
Do we have we have to put all our shit back on and...
Yeah.
Atlas will just bring us back. We don't need both of us casting the same spell.
Wonder where the others got up to.
Hey, dragon!
Where are we right
Hey!
Yeah, what
He
is
looks
what
at
happens
us.
during all
The
of that?
library is closed.
You guys have sent your message.
Yes.
Is there anything particular that you're expecting in a return message? Or is this
I'm sending 2 messages.
Sure.
One via a official dwarven messenger, which I paid for, and I got a receipt for to prove that I've sent this particular message to the Iron Glacier.
So you've sent a
Specifically
guy?
No, I've sent a message, but I've gotten a receipt from the guy who sent the spell, Ascending.
Okay.
Right? Basically, I'm having... there's a transcript of it, so if the dwarves are like, what message did you send to the Iron Glacier? I can be like, this is the message I sent to the Iron Glacier, which is, peace established, trade open, concede 10 ships, concede halt of Fellhand Line, treaty accepted by Imperator, request confirmation. And then I'll have Morgan send a sending for me.
Sure.
Which is, if you have kids, keep them secret.
The first one. Too Jewish.
Just let me know what level that was so I can mark it off.
Oh,
Just a second
I'm
level
not
spell.
cheating here.
For Wizard, it is...
Yeah.
Sending is 4th level.
Oh, cool.
It's a 4th level spell?
Yes, it is. Alchemist 5, Clerical Oracle 4, Inquisitor 4, Shaman 4, Sorcerer Wizard 5, Summoner 4, Unchained Summoner 5.
Okay.
So Havoc, when you guys made the contract, the peace treaty with the king, did you guys ever talk about the moving cities?
Yes, that was the whole reason I was able to convince them.
What was the agreement?
That the North will not survive against the walking cities unless it is united, at least militarily.
And what's going on with the rebel queen?
The Duchess Slatejaw.
Yeah.
Oh,
She was fighting a rebellion against the main dwarven hold because they wanted to go to war against the hobgoblins. Now that the main dwarven hold wanted to march against the hobgoblins. Now that we have established peace with them, there is no reason for the rebellion to take place, and the rebellion is to cease. All prisoners of the rebellion are to be released.
Okay, and messengers were sent out to let them know that, right?
As long as the king upholds his bargain, as long as the king wants peace, as long as the king wants to remain alive. It took us 18 seconds to break his arm.
I know.
You got a message back immediately from sending.
Yes.
From both sendings, I suppose.
Okay.
Who was the... So Morgrim's message went straight to...
Doom.
Doom.
Yes, and the official message went to, I'm assuming
The post office on that end.
Yeah.
Okay.
They probably have like an official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the official message that you got back from the official post office was, message received, good work, will confirm, or will transmit. The message Morgrim gets back is, do you remember Calamity Sea Squall? We might have something to talk about.
Keep him secret, keep him safe.
Those are the messages you get back.
Excellent.
Victus, in the meantime, has had some time to chat with
His ex-wife.
Shelley.
Yep.
Did you get an official divorce?
I think that's the assumption.
Okay.
I think the followers of Rictus are,
They're not celibate.
no, they're
They're not polyamorous.
Polygamous?
polygamous, that's the one.
I don't think they're polygamous. They're not the Mormons of this.
Well, they're only polygamous between March and April.
They're only on the half moon of the Dark Night.
2 words, timeshare.
Everybody loves it. Did you even watch that?
No. Monday through Friday,
It's alright.
Victus is married to Taza. Thursdays through Saturdays, he's married to Shelley. They alternate Sundays. It all works out.
They share Thursdays and Fridays then?
No, Monday, Monday to Wednesday.
Oh, you said through Friday. That's fine.
Sorry.
Misspoke.
She's very thankful.
I'm sure.
She's been wasting away in that prison for years.
Yep. Years? Wait. Years?
2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want some of that beer now?
That's some of that,
I imagine.
Well, you guys have like sat down and...
That cannon is a little...
No, this I think the Dwarven squabbles have probably started Because the siege ends
5 years ago.
Okay, you could say that. I guess it would make sense in this that she was started before the Civil War started. That she was arrested.
Yeah, and it's quite likely that the resistance had resistance before the war started.
Sure.
It wasn't just like, the war's on! Resistance, half of us is white and half of us is black.
They're not half.
It was a building resistance, and part of the plan for that resistance required hiring a Bothan spy.
Sure.
Many Bothans died.
Fucking Rogue One. 0 Bothans died. Unacceptable. That's why I was there.
You guys are sort of like in the cafeteria. You're getting some food. Mm-hmm. You're all there. It only takes a second to send. It takes 10 minutes to send sendings.
Yeah.
We're getting food?
Yes.
Do they have cups?
Yeah.
Oh, she can't drink out of cups.
Yeah.
Why not?
Beak.
She's a beak.
Could you, like,
Can I put some stones?
You could open the beak and then pour the cup in from the side.
Yeah.
I'm
Either
not
that or-
making a spectacle of myself.
Don't birds drink
Wait,
with
how
gravity?
big is your beak anyways? Can you just
Honestly, she's like a toucan.
Whoa.
If you get a small enough cup,
I feel
you
my
could put
cup
it
up
inside.
Like Liam does.
You could
not,
just like.
Not Victus, Liam does.
What does
I
it
fill
mean?
my cup up like he does.
Oh, like all the way to the top?
Yeah. Then I can lap it out.
Ridiculous overfilled
I didn't
cups.
overfill. It's not like it's like just above the edge. I had like a good centimeter from the top. You know, cups.
Yeah, like a centimeter from the top.
Yeah.
It's
Did you know that
ridiculous.
cups
You
actually
need at least
spill
an inch.
less
We're in
the
America.
higher you put them up? That's true. Water dynamics.
Anyway, well, let's have this conversation with your not dead wife.
It's water tension. I'll talk to you about it later.
So, Shelley.
Yeah?
I heard you like stole from that noble guy. Pretty well.
Which one?
The one with like the wig, like the green wig.
In Portanova?
Yeah.
I definitely see why you two are not a thing anymore.
I mean, look, man. It's been about 70 years.
That sounds fair.
You know, I've done some robbing myself. Gone up a couple levels, you know.
Robbing under the name of Victus?
What?
This.
I mean, Rictus?
No, Victus.
No, you're Victus.
Yes, under my name.
No, under the name of God, Rictus.
Oh, technically.
He's cool with that?
Technically.
That sounds like bullshit. You
Tech-
were always full of shit, you know that?
You getting into this again?
Yeah.
They're fighting already.
You could never be straight with me, Vic.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't be straight with you,
So,
Mrs. Oh, no. She's just a...
does she hit on me?
She's got a thing.
I don't think this one's got a thing for
She's
birds.
just a seamstress.
I know what that means.
I know you. We weren't going to get a place in the old city if we're from the Soaks to begin with. Well, at least I was from the Soaks to begin with.
It's called moving up.
No!
Literally up.
No, we could have bought a nice place near the fucking Taza's got a nice place in
So
the lower
Havoc.
area.
I'm on, like, I slide down in my seat.
So, what was Doom's response?
Yeah. Did he respond in a timely manner?
No, you got the
Sorry,
message,
what?
and you have to tell it to
I'm
me because
sorry.
it comes back to you.
Yeah. So, I'll whisper it quietly, and then I'll say the other part with responding good stuff. They're gonna forward that on.
You go.
How are you feeling about this all? You feel like you did a good job?
I was-
Just slaking
I
lower.
was told to make peace, not keep it.
I imagine like we're slowly getting to like the level of the table and speaking quieter.
You hear Victus yell, "Well, how was I supposed to know the drapes were overpriced?" He stands up and then casts Vanish.
You always run away!
I wish he hadn't asked me to help him. I could have gone with Vali.
Throws a knife at
I
you.
could have gone with volley. It's bad when you are even willing to go with volley.
Do you have knife catching? No, that's arrow.
I've got knife catching. No, I can catch it because I've got the arrow catching thing, and
We
I've
just see
also
a
got
floating knife.
plus 4 AC from the 8 cents.
She misses.
Yeah,
This knife goes like whipping off into like someone else's table.
I catch the knife
Okay.
because I can.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna throw it not at her, but at the cup in front of her.
All right.
Doesn't
it
your
spills.
vanish wear off then?
Yep. It's not attack against her.
But it's an attack
might.
action.
Yeah, sure. The vanish wears off. I'm gonna crawl on the ground away.
Skull.
She sits back down.
So, been into thieving long? Just
About my whole life.
As opposed to rock, we're not.
She slumps on one of her arms.
Victus came a long way to rescue you.
Why is everyone getting calls today?
6 o'clock. Do we want to talk food?
Well, hang on. We're going
We're
to set
gonna
up the next
finish
scene,
this.
I think.
Okay, good.
Zul just actually no.
Before too long, the Atlas Vali Dr. Hippocampus party, Griff party, sort of comes wandering in to this food court. Because I'm imagining that this place is just a giant mall. Like there are like recesses in the walls, and then the rest of it is just space.
Just a big food court around
Yeah.
this huge tree.
Right. Like the tree is the centerpiece of the
Yeah.
mall.
This is a massive mall because this is like multiple miles.
Yeah.
circumference.
It's massive.
Do they have like giant?
So all the stop-offs that were trading posts are just outlets?
Right.
Do they have like giant like tarp spread? Like the fruit falls and catches tarp, rolls down.
Right onto a grill.
Yeah, the Griff, the Griff Atlas Vali Dr. Hippocampus party shows up at this place, recognizes you guys, sits down. The party's reunited, and it feels so good.
Reunited and it feels so good.
All right, I stealthily sit next to like Atlas side of the table, like away from the away from Shelley.
Okay.
Griff has been reading the book the whole time.
Zul casts invisibility purge.
Hey,
What's up?
we found Shelley. Did you guys get your thing?
She's at the table with us.
Yeah, but she's
Atlas.
at the far side of the table.
Atlas looks like he's looking into 100 years ago.
So, do I hear that? Because I'm sitting next to you reading the book.
What? What did you just ask me?
Did I hear that because I'm sitting next to you guys reading the book?
Yeah.
Oh. So, I, without looking away, I'm hearing that. I'm like, yeah, we just found out Atlas's dad is alive.
Oh, that seems like a big deal.
We don't know about that.
Nah, he's alive.
Is this like an intuition alive, or did you see him alive?
No, he's alive.
Well, you know, if you don't disintegrate the body, he's not like technically dead.
What's with this disintegrate the body?
We're coming up with
rule.
We also saw Strix again.
Did you stab him for me?
No.
All right. Well, next time.
He would fall.
He? Not if you kill something that's evil.
We don't know what he is.
I don't think you can actually just like kill evil things willy nilly.
You use paladins as golden guns. Did he fall?
Did it fall?
Either he kills it or he falls.
Yeah, we saw Strix. Strix is an asshole.
Has Shelly calmed down? Like,
I mean,
or is she?
Yeah.
She's still like shaking.
She's just sort of bummed out.
Alright. I asked Shelly, it's like, hey, so I have a feeling you don't worship Rictus.
No. No.
Do you have a god you worship? Or you just worship anything?
Oh, you're trying to convert.
sweet mother of God,
Do you
it's
need
not the
Do you need
time.
a job? Because I still have a slot I need to fill down in spellcrafts.
You're an elf.
This is
Yeah, like the rest of the party throws food at Zool.
Shut up.
a low way of asking. It's
you're
like,
trying to get her into the religion that is allied with the bad guys.
Yeah, it seems like you're trying to
that
get
was. I have a strong feeling that is only part of the court. I have a feeling that there is a large amount of arguing in there.
Hey, Shelly, I don't know about this elven court thing. Also, that drapes were perfectly fine priced.
I haven't said Elven Court at all. So, Shelley, do you have a religion you follow?
There's only one person left in this world that I put my faith in.
Yourself?
No.
Oh, wait, what's her face?
Don't say me.
I know it's not Victus.
Her kid.
Victus's other child.
But no, he was, important. Words.
Well, he wasn't able to have kids with a gnome
Impotent.
before,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
She is an elf.
Interspecies.
Impotent.
That's not what that means. But
Whatever.
Interspecies what?
the species can't, like, have children with each other unless they're...
There's a chart. I checked it. Gnomes and elves were no.
Yeah.
So,
Without magical assistance.
Well, you got magical assistance,
Yeah,
remember?
Exactly.
But that means that he wasn't impotent. That means he was...
Impotent.
No.
Anyways, what were you guys
so
saying?
besides Victus's testicular problems, what's
That's
who's
not true! They glow now!
We need light.
Oh, okay. Victus, your testicles have permanent light on them. Just remember that.
I think that it's already canon, but I've just been hiding it real quick.
Can you imagine, like, anytime we go into a dark cave, his pants just light up?
I probably, like, wrapped him in, like, black linen.
Jeez.
Every day.
Black
While
linen.
we're
You've got a little velvet bag that you can
So
wrap
every
it.
day
Cinch it up.
every day while the wizards have to, check their spell books, they gotta pray to their god, he's gotta wrap his balls, alright?
We all got something.
We all got something.
What were you asking, Shelley?
I'm not
Who
Shelley.
she believed in.
Who you believe in?
Holy
Who
smoke.
does Shelley believe in?
It's not an appropriate question to ask someone you just met.
Yeah, she's not going to tell you. She
I
says,
just want to know if she's an atheist. That's all I'm saying.
that's my business.
All right, fine.
I don't
His
know
zone
if
of truth.
you can be an atheist in this game.
Yeah,
Because gods legit exist.
Yeah,
Gods are just, like, there.
that's true.
They're just, like, not even like, oh, they could be, like, floating around in the sky. Instead, it's just like, oh, yeah, there's that god over there.
Yeah.
It's like, hey.
Yeah, like Strix.
Want to go get drinks?
No!
All right.
Like Strix. Strix is a god.
Shelley stands up and sort of looks at Victus.
Victus
It's
purposely
invisible.
hides his eyes.
Oh, it's not.
And she says, why did you get me out of that prison?
You were all gung ho.
What do you need?
Originally the password, but...
Fish taco.
No! We are in a populated place.
The secret is well out.
You guys
That or
fucked up.
people just keep getting confused why someone keeps yelling fish taco everywhere.
So much
They
work
can change
for
the
you.
password.
We're in the middle of a food
No,
court.
they can't!
Sure they
We're in
can.
a
No,
food
they
court. There's a
literally
high
cannot.
possibility someone's serving fish tacos right now.
As long as it's not the same password they used last time.
We're in the mountains. We're nowhere near a lake.
What?
Fish.
I said they're definitely serving fish tacos today at the, we're in the middle of the food cafeteria right
I
now.
doubt it.
Cast silence.
Just because
Walk out of the zone of fish taco.
Just because it's been 70 years doesn't mean I don't care. But not like that.
Everyone's just watching this awkwardly.
She almost seems flattered.
I'm reading my book.
But you Victus can see it. Victus can see through this visage. And she just sort of says, "I've got to get back to Porto Nova."
Yeah.
Kill should have hopped on.
Could you?
He's a god.
That guy's scary.
So are knives.
Oh, jeez.
I bought that home in Old Town.
He's scared of my sword.
Speaking of blades, hey, just look at this. I pull out the sword and everything.
Could I borrow one of those for like
What?
10 seconds?
No.
I'm gonna use my time speed
For a
up.
small fee, you can have
and read
this.
the whole book.
Hey, Shelley.
No.
You're going to cast haste on yourself and read the book faster. Okay.
I mean,
Atlas
you
is
could just
reading
go to the time
his
vault.
book as well. So there's just sort of two book nerds at this table.
But I'm just like,
What a bunch of nerds!
done.
Hey, Shelley. Back when you were, before you got captured, were you pretty big in the thieving guild in Porto Nova?
If you could call it a guild.
Well, thieving society.
Yeah, these are more of like a loose organization.
You know any good spies?
You're looking at one.
But you got caught.
Looking at 2.
But you suck.
What are you talking about? You don't even know who I work for.
No one even knows. Hey, Shelly, what's his last name?
No, don't. You know that you're not going to answer that.
I'm going to talk to Shelly and see if I can ask if when she gets back to Porto Nova she can see about trying to get some more networking towards other governments, if you will, trying to get more alliances.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna put Zool in a grapple.
Shut him up.
And I'm going to ask Dr. Hippocampus to cast Zone of Truth.
I don't have that prepared at the moment.
Why don't
Well,
you
spend a couple of hours. I can hold this.
So Shelly, if I were to give you a couple gold pieces to get you on your way, would you tell me his last name? You can write it down. You don't have to say it out loud. You know.
We may have a
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Actually,
either we figure out if
hold
he's
on.
a spy or
Hold on, I got a better idea.
So
If I teleport you back to Porto Nova
wait,
right
wait,
now,
wait.
will you tell me all his secrets?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna bring her.
Shelly,
Talk to you later.
you know I'm not telling them yours.
I know you're not.
Zool's being grappled and you just see sweat coming down. It's like, what are you doing?
No, you can't talk. I've got a firm headlock on you.
Make a combat maneuver check.
I guarantee
fail
he's
it.
going to fail it.
I fail it.
I rolled a natural 1, and that's still a 30.
CMD
Write it
straight
all
forward.
down. So over.
Oh, all right.
You fail.
So I get out of it and then I cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Just to prove, because you were telling me what you're doing.
All right.
Seems like a lot of aggression.
This is really dumb.
So now everybody's in the Zone of Truth.
Can you imagine the people who else are eating around us? He's putting him in a headlock. I just teleported the fuck out of Oh, I yell fish taco, by the way, before I teleport. I have to, or I might die.
You don't have to yell it.
No, you can.
Well, I didn't mean yell it. I just meant I said it.
Alright, Havoc, you had a question. I got out of your headlock from some possible way, so I guess you like me. You didn't go all the way out.
I had to scooch the chair back, and I was clearly walking around you, staring at you very, all right, he's gonna do something.
It's almost like you need
Zone of
Atlas
Truth.
to...
What do you want to ask?
All right, I have no possible way to comprehend if you failed that or not. I need an outside influence to tell me that. I'm gonna attempt to put him in a headlock again.
I took a 5-foot step back.
Okay, I have 15 feet of reach with my whip.
That's not very good, man.
Children.
As he's reading really fast, calm down.
I'm trying to see if I have
You're
that.
not here. You teleported out.
Oh, no, not me, him. This is Griff.
You could just ask.
I know I'm leaving. Don't worry about it.
I cast your... no, actually, that won't even work on you. You won't even care.
Oh my goodness.
Why would I care if
You
you
would
put...
get out of that one too, because I got to roll better than a 4.
Alright, I cast Airwalk on myself, and I run 15 feet away.
Okay, I get 2 more attacks of opportunity on you.
So I'm...
That one gets you, so you're now grappled.
Okay. So I'm grappled.
What's your CMD?
34.
34.
Well, technically, I would get
Mine
1 more
is-
attack of opportunity because I can't get it from
Mine's
the
only
same
31
source.
right now.
Alright,
Mine's 24.
25.
so we're currently in the Zone of Truth.
Yes.
Oh,
and
actually,
I
still
can't
have a plus 5.
talk.
At 35.
What?
Because he said before he was holding my mouth shut.
Well, technically, we would both be grappled, and then we would need to make another check for me to pin you. So you have a chance to escape.
Okay. So I guess
So you roll either CMD or escape artist.
What is happening right now?
He would just.
You're reading.
You don't
I
read
know,
your
book.
I'm already
have
done.
him, grapple.
Damn.
You could just stand
I thought it was one of
Uh,
those time books where it never stops.
I don't know, the
escape
DM's
artist,
writing
I don't
something.
have that.
It's
So
letting it go to anarchy.
how about a 29 CMB?
You lost by 10. You have to beat 39 to get out of my CMD.
Nope, that was an 18.
All right, and then I will pin you.
Okay.
I did. So now you can't talk.
How do you spell stole?
S-T-O-L-E.
S-T-O-L-E.
S-T.
Oh, I should use Befalling Strike. No, I would have gotten damage anyways.
Stole.
Can you use it in a sentence?
So
He stole it.
He stole it!
right. Do we have any way to confirm
I am
that?
armed with a pistol.
Like, everybody's just completely ignoring the fact I'm pinned to the ground.
Listen, I
How long
teleported
does it take
away.
you to
Hey, Havoc, what are you
Takes
doing,
an hour
man?
to pray.
No.
So, I had a slight realization.
What's that?
Zool serves the Elven Court.
Yeah.
The Elven Court is allied with our enemies.
He also greets people in demonic.
He also greets people in demonic. He's also a werewolf. Maybe we should look into this.
I mean,
Why are we just discovering this now?
we know about the whole werewolf thing, so that's not too much.
Yeah, that's fine.
Send that to me, please.
Who's that for?
Based on the fact that
That's
he
for me.
seemed just as surprised about the
Okay.
whole Walking Cities thing. He also didn't know about the Walking Cities thing. I'm an okay judge of character.
Yes,
I've got a...
and as far as we've known,
Okay, maybe I'm not so great of a judge of
he's
character.
been a complete and utter buffoon.
That might just... Listen, man.
I'm not inclined to believe that,
We've
considering
met.
he's such a powerful spellcaster.
We've met Zool.
He's not that
and
powerful.
We've also met Vali.
He used to be a politician.
What about me? I'm
We
gone.
know how fools act.
That's true. We do
He
know
was a
how fools
politician,
He was a politician.
I think.
Either ways,
Something of power.
Either way, I would like confirmation, preferably from a trustworthy source, that he is not working against us intentionally or
We
unintentionally.
could probably just put an arcane spot on him. Just have like a conversation. Just let him talk. We'll have a conversation. We'll
He'll be able to talk when I decide it, and that's when I know that he's failed to save on a zone of truth. I don't believe you can. Can you fail a save on a zone of truth that you cast?
Willingly.
Willingly. Oh, no, you're subject to the spell. It's just an area.
Alright, so in order
It's
for me
just
to
like if
lie,
he casted a silence spell, he's still affected by the silence.
Yeah.
But does everybody else know whether or not somebody has succeeded in the zone
I
of truth?
believe only the caster knows if people succeed or fail.
Again, we seem to know a lot about magic as non-magic users.
Yeah, well, this is better.
Can you imagine this? All the people who are like
I've got a single
magically
point
inclined.
spellcraft now.
Most of the people who are magically inclined are like just busy doing other things, and these guys are trying to discuss how something works.
I stand up on a table. Anybody here knows zone of truth?
After an hour, I'll have it prepared.
God damn it!
Morgan?
I'm looking it up.
No,
Am
no,
I back
do
yet
you have
from
it prepared,
Port
though?
Nova?
Because this is...
Or I don't have it prepared.
Because
but I want to see if I can prepare it.
I'm waiting for them to let me talk.
How about he tells the truth or I just kill him?
Well,
Yeah, that's precisely what I'm doing right now.
I just kill him outright.
So shamans don't get it.
By the way,
Explain
Vali
how.
just got back and he's smiling
Yeah, see, I
at
can
you.
touch him.
Could you give
Paladins
me
get it though. Her paladin.
Total.
Like 70 something.
And kill him outright.
I also have him helpless, so I could just coup de grace him as well. With a sundering weapon, which I could sunder his spinal column with.
These pinned creatures aren't helpless.
They are to other people, I
How are
suppose.
you holding him right now?
He pinned me.
Spiked boot on neck. And arm twisted.
That's really aggressive.
This is
I'm a very aggressive person.
this is getting a little.
And I had whipped him to me, so somewhere on him is the whip as well.
Okay.
Can I have that sword?
We'll talk about it.
What do you mean we'll talk about
We'll talk
it?
about
What are
it.
you gonna do with 2 knives?
Don't make him.
Why don't we all
I
just
can pay
chill
money.
the
I've
fuck
already
out?
got what I wanted
I
anyways.
will
now.
loosen my grip on Zool's neck.
Okay.
I haven't looked
Prove
up.
your innocence.
I haven't looked up on my book either this whole time.
I cast Zone of Truth on myself, that way they can ask me any questions. I haven't talked to the Elven Court in a while. I kept praying to them, but I haven't heard anything.
We are in a low signal zone.
What's not even that? It's been all through the woods. I haven't heard anything from them for a long time. It made me suspicious because I think they are having political troubles. And then we talked to the dragon, and he's saying that she is saying that they're fighting the orcs, but we also apparently aligned ourselves with the moving cities, which we wouldn't have done. Our whole religion is based off of the fact of not being malicious to other
Listen,
races.
You've not
Listen.
convinced me of anything right
Look,
You haven't
listen.
asked me a question.
This is him right now. I'm telling the truth.
It's like, what? I don't know
now.
what.
Here's the question that I want you to answer, and answer it truthfully.
Okay.
If the Elven Court is unanimous in its decision to ally with the moving cities, would you choose them, or would you choose us?
I would choose you guys. I will actually, let me put it this way. I would choose the religion I always know, which is not being... Hold on. No, I'm not choosing theirs. If they change what they said, I am not selecting them. I'm selecting what I was raised in, which was not hurting other races.
Okay.
Wait, I thought you hated other races.
Now,
No, I
Here's-
never. No. No. I never.
You're not there.
I am. I'm back.
Oh, you're back.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I'm watching.
If he's back, it's been
If-
like an hour.
Have you ever seen that I've never
Like
hurt
30 seconds.
anything that wasn't trying to hurt me?
I mean, I've also like not done that. Oh no, I did
Yeah.
fucking murder that.
And whenever another race was in trouble, I would always help them every single time.
and you've also just admitted that you're loyal to your religion.
I am not loyal.
He's
to
loyal
if the
to
court
his
changes
morals,
their
not his
mind.
You
religion.
could say he's.
I am
moral-
no longer loyal to them.
He's loyal to his old ways.
His
Not
morals.
the new
loyal
ways.
to his ideals.
His morals.
My ideals, not if the court changes their mind. I am no longer loyal to them.
Yeah, he's not partisan. He's ideological.
It's kind of like not doing the bullshit in the North that you do.
You don't just change what you believe in just because something else changed.
How about this? You get next draw on the hold that I would normally get, like the next haul we get, and then you give me the sword.
I'm just going to give you the sword, but we're going to say you owe me very, very much.
Yeah, sure.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
No, I mean it. Put him in the zone of truth. I want him to say,
He
yes,
is
I...
in his zone of truth.
All right, everybody needs to calm the fuck down.
Get in the fucking zone of truth!
Reverse gravity.
I can just fly.
Reflex save to grab onto a bolted down table.
I don't think he actually.
You fail. Pretty sure all the tables aren't bolted down anyway. Why
26.
would they bolt them down?
They're made out of stone.
Oh, that's
Zool still.
Does the
in
zone
that
of
map.
truth move?
No, it stays. It stays. I believe right where I am.
Do you want a jar of gelatinous cube?
No, not really.
That's
You're just going to owe me.
half used.
How about
That's
a,
it.
How about a yak named Betty?
Listen.
Isn't that dead?
Wait, where's the yak?
Avalanche took
It's
it.
a 20
That yak
foot
is all the way back in
radius
Porto Nova.
from the place
Yeah.
it was emanated from.
Porto Nova.
Porto Nova.
Yeah.
Straight where I'm pinned.
How did the
How
yak
did it get
to
there?
Porto Nova?
We bought it in there.
Oh, the one you bought.
Yeah.
It got killed during the Lindworm flip.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's fair enough.
Damn. I was supposed to be a good yak.
Oh, actually, no, it didn't because
No, it survived.
Avalanche
has
talked about it.
I bet maybe we left it with Avalanche.
Avalanche has
because
it.
we went underground.
Okay, I've got it. I figured it out.
Really?
I think so.
It took as long
I
as
think
the
we've
spell takes.
settled our differences at this point.
Yeah, in fact, since what do you call it?
Reverse gravity.
Reverse gravity was done. I
Wait.
got a 20 on my reflex.
I assume that
Technically,
you
I'm now
made a
holding
joke.
him from floating away.
Oh, so
you
you
made a
reverse
joke. Did you
gravity
actually
is that? I
cast
thought you were
reverse
just joking
gravity?
when you said that.
Sure, we can.
That
Alright.
kills people.
We're in like a 2-foot roof. We're
No,
fine.
we're in the middle of the big courtyard
Oh.
that is 1,000 feet up to the ceiling.
Sorry. I already cussed.
I
Cast a spell.
So now,
That really would
if
fall.
we went out of this, no, I'm no longer in the zone of truth. But I already said everything.
No, you moved.
I would just like the
You moved 5 feet up as we flipped upside
okay.
down. I'm holding on. To
I would
the
just
table.
like that
I've
he's
still got
you got
grappled.
him grappled with a whip. Me and Victus are still having an argument as we're flying up in the air about the sword.
$20.
They're just floating up. $20.
I'll give you a handy in the back.
And you
In
know,
the back, no.
No, it's in the back room.
I know what you do in the back.
Havoc. If you haven't realized, I'm also an emissary.
Show you how to hide.
You know the difference between an emissary and a politician? A politician causes wars. Emissaries stop them.
I'm an emissary.
That's a very good one.
So that's your job now. Stop wars happening with your people. Politicians are who are start them.
I
would
do
know.
what my king tells me to. Just
And
as
if-
you will
what
do
if your
what your
king-
court tells you to. I will keep my eye on you, and then I'll let him float up.
Alright, $20, handy in the back, and my yak.
Why can't you just owe me one?
Because that's really hard. I can. I literally said I can. and
That's
then you were
fine.
Like,
No, but I just want to make sure you're not going to bullshit this one out.
wait,
It's not fair, Vali.
What, to make him owe me one?
yeah.
He didn't earn it. He didn't go into the sunken caverns of...
And what
Caverns.
use is it to you?
Oh, it's not.
Then be fair to your equal
He's
travel
not my
companions.
equal.
She's right.
He tried to kill me.
Equal. I'm compromising
We
on that
all
one, too.
have pasts.
Wait, when did I try to cut? Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, you were, like, invisible at the time, so it doesn't really count.
Morgrim, you have a past. Atlas looks up from his book.
I now have multiple pasts.
Oh, yeah, because she's got...
Fucking shit, this man.
Technically, her past is killing herself.
Oh, that's hard.
Kind of.
That is true.
That's a little weird. Anyways, I'll give you the sword. That's fine. All right, you will.
Did I finish my book?
You gotta ask him for the numbers.
All this is happening while everybody's floating up.
Just maybe feed it to your sword.
All right, so I'm gonna read one of the words from it,
Okay.
and it splits into the two knives.
Yes.
Now, what are the
And
words?
now I pull out my knife,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "All right,
Eat it, buddy.
what's gonna happen here?"
Does he seem excited to eat the knife?
This is weird.
Or does he look like he's shaking his head?
On that note, we're gonna order some food.
Because he could turn into a giant sword,
That you can't use.
Yeah.
but he'll split up.
What is the reflex save on that?
None.
There is none. It's just gravity is
Oh, well,
gravity.
yeah, technically there is one. It's just a reflex save for grabbing on something.
It consumes the daggers.
Oh,
Both
both
of them?
daggers?
Yep.
I say the phrase.
The phrase that switches its stage.
Yeah.
It turns into a longsword.
Oh.
It now has the mass of a longsword and can turn into things like a crowbar.
Nice. I'm going to turn it into the shape of a giant pick. Like a lock pick.
Giant lockpick.
I'm coming for that vault.
Anybody want to see what places I can open up now?
Everybody who's floating just sees Victus up there with a giant lockpick.
That's really cool.
All right, and on that note, we can take a break.
All right.
As the quarreling stops, gravity cuts loose, and quite a few people fall and break some legs.